What is going on, people? Welcome back. OnlyFacts Sports. You already know what it is. Arsenal versus Liverpool. Big game tonight. 3 points needed. Do you know what I'm saying? 3 points is needed. I'm not trying to hear about a draw. I'm not trying to hear about none of that, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? Less of the Church Road, less of the Northwest London, less of the draws, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? We're here for wins. That's what we're here for. We need 3 points. Arsenal, as it stands, the only team in the league with five back-to-back wins. And yeah, bro, you man already know the situation. You man already know the situation. Do you know what I'm saying? Arsenal at the top of the table. Man City have dropped points in their last three games, allowing Arsenal to start creating a bit of a cushion. We're currently 5 points ahead as it stands. It could be 8 points if we win today. Very winnable game. Liverpool themselves coming off the back of two draws. So how do you look at it? Do you say that they are due a win? Do you say that they're due a loss? Do you know what I'm saying? How do you assess this? For us, or for me, Arsenal has to be the favourite going into this game, 100%. There's no way around it, in my opinion. We have to be the favourite. We're at home. We probably, really, one of our big regrets of the season so far is the fact that we didn't go for it when they were there for the taking at um what's their ground called? At Anfield. Do you know what I'm saying? We should have beat these man at Anfield and we didn't. And that was a major L for us. It was the Dominic Szoboszlai free kick. It was early on in the season. We hadn't clicked into gear yet. Now we have. Or even then, we haven't really clicked into third or fourth gear. We're kind of in second gear because there's still been own goals. There's still been kind of scrappy performances, but we've been showing that we can win, showing how we can win and showing that kind of champion mindset. But now Arsenal Football Club, 17 games away from potentially being champions. It was us against Man City. They kind of fell away. And if we're being honest, I don't subscribe to this idea that the league is just shit. I think people are going to say whatever they need to say to detract from Arsenal. But the reality is, if we're being really honest, Arsenal, Man City, Liverpool, all going into it were like the three teams against each other. Liverpool dropped away the earliest, and then Man City have started to drop away as well. Now, whether that's Arsenal could win the league because the league is crap, or Arsenal could win the league because the league is so competitive that everyone can lose points to everybody else. That's up to you guys. Shout out to the man I'm in the chat already. All the regulars are here. Hate along Liverpool. Do your thing. Big up to Mustafa, big up to AT, big up Nick. Thoughts on Fletcher Ball? Yeah, I saw Man United celebrating a draw. What can I say? We'll talk about that. We got half an hour before kickoff, so let's get into it. Because I ain't spoke directly to AT since your boy's gone off with his head. Do you know what I'm saying? I want to talk directly to AT. Can Arsenal help Ollie Fletcher top four this game? Listen, top four for United, I wouldn't even, I would just worry about top six if I was United. Do you know what I'm saying? Going into the season, top six was the target for Man United. I would stick with a top six target, and I think top four would be amazing. But I would stick with top six and then go to top four next season. That's part of the problem is when people talk about Arsenal bottling stuff, we've gone into some seasons where Arsenal are not necessarily the favourites to win the league, but when they've got themselves into a good position, and then they haven't won the league, it's like you've bottled it. Going into this season, I think Amarim's target was to get top six, and he was on track to get top six. The football was shit, the results were shit, but he was on track to get top six. I will just say that one defense of him. To be fair, Fulham beat Chelsea. I was shocked. No, I weren't shocked. I weren't shocked. Do you know what I'm saying? Fulham drew against pulled two great goals out against Liverpool. Do you know what I'm saying? And this Chelsea team is no Liverpool. Do you know what I mean? So that's what it is. Big up Nick, big up, man. Big up all the man them. AT, we was cooking, Cesco better. Gyökeres, tell Nick. Bro, if that's what you feel, then good luck to you. Do you know what I'm saying? If that's what you feel, then good luck to you. If Arsenal win today, it's going to be a big season for me. I mean, the thing is, Arsenal still have to play Man City as well at the Etihad. So that'll be a huge game. We want to be going there. We want to be going there to win, but we want to be going there with a good enough cushion. Do you know what I'm saying? And I do think that there's a good chance Man United take points off Man City as well. And that game's coming up. I'm trying to get Lex or Shane to be on the live. I'm going to be live for the Manchester derby regardless. We're going to be hate watching for that. I'm going to be hate watching both sides for that game. But I want a Man United fan here with me on that one as well. anyone but Arsenal, man. Them look at the haters. They're here. Ronaldo now score 22 consecutive. Now scored in 22 consecutive years, bro. It's 2026. Man ain't talking about Ronaldo no more, bro. He's in the Saudi league. Man ain't talking about Ronaldo. It doesn't matter if the season is shit. Not gonna lie, if you win, you win. That's my position. I respect you for that, Ahmad. I respect you for that because we're gonna have people like Michael Perkins. We're gonna have people like Rants. We're gonna have people like Lee Gunner. We're gonna have all these negative Nancy's, all these uncles, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? All these grey-haired uncles. I'm getting a couple grey hairs myself. All these man. Oh, in my day, when Sir Alex, bro, bun Sir Alex, bro, 2026, bro, move on. We talking about? Do you know what I'm saying? But when Sir Alex said to, bro, we don't care. We don't care, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Man are listening to drill now. Man don't want to, do you know what I mean? Man are talking about the gospel music. Man don't listen to gospel music anymore. It's done. It's finished. It's gone. It's finished. Like, who's listening to grime? Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's dead. Chip and Ambush trying to have a little back and forth if you're into UK rap. You know what I'm talking about? No one cares. Who cares? Come on, man. Like the video, by the way. Michael Perkins is obviously because the league is crap. Practically every team is dead to watch. Yeah, I disagree. I disagree. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, I hear you. I hear what you're saying. But there are more managers. If we go back to the last time Fergie won the league, yeah, let's go back to that time. Because you say this last 6 or 7 years dominated by Pep. If we go back to before Pep was in the league, yeah, how many managers were in the Premier League that big 6 clubs wanted? Are there more now, or were there more then? Because right now, Areola's in the league, who's seen as a good manager. Nuno's in the league, who got a big 6 job at one point. I know we're looking at it now, but he was seen as big 6 worthy at the time. Pep is in the league, who's considered one of the greatest managers of all time. Glasner is in the league right now, right? Regardless of who wins the league this season or next season, let's say next season, regardless of whether Arsenal win, City win, next season, you would say next season might be the season that we really do not know who is going to win the league. Do you know what I'm saying? Going into next season with a fit Alexander Isak, Arsenal making signings, Semenyo and Gahey at Manchester City, going into next season, we will say, damn, we really don't know who's winning the league this year. There won't be a clear favourite because the league is competitive. The problem with people that say that the league is dead and if Arsenal win, it's just because the league is dead. Obviously, those people hate Arsenal, obviously. But the wider problem is that they base the quality of the league solely on what the top 3 or 4 clubs do. I.e., if the top 3 or 4 clubs smash everyone, the league's amazing. And if the top 3 or 4 clubs don't, then the league is shit. That's not how football works. If a league is more competitive because a team that's 16th or 17th can take points off a team that's 1st or 2nd, that is a competitive league. That makes the league good. There are more managers in the league today that could jump into a top 6 role than ever before in the Premier League. Going into next season, there are more teams that can win the League Cup or the FA Cup than ever before. Last year, we saw Man City win the league, Newcastle win the FA Cup, or Newcastle win the League Cup, and Crystal Palace win the FA Cup. We've never seen that before. So how can man say the league is crap? Do you know what I'm saying? Just something being exciting to watch doesn't necessarily make for better football. It doesn't. Adel Tarab was beautiful to watch. He died at big clubs. Died, although he was beautiful to watch. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's why I disagree with that. At Emirates, manager bounce could be new manager bounce. Gyökeres ugly is dead, bro. We'll see. I think he bags tonight. I think we win 2-1. It's just a little 2-1. My brethren's a Liverpool fan, said Liverpool smoking Arsenal 5-1. I don't think I see that. But 2-1 Arsenal. Gyökeres and Saka goal scorers. And if Rice scores, he scores a third. If Declan Rice scores, he scores a third. I'm tired of our fan base gassing up any new manager. Bro, there's so many talking points. You know, I don't know where do we start? Do we start with 20 minutes away from kickoff? I've got so much to say. Do we start with Man United or do we start with Chelsea? Who do we start with? Because Chelsea are bringing in a black manager, which we've spoken about on the channel, but they're setting them up for failure, bro. You see, yeah, Sesko played well yesterday. Still, Liverpool crap. Everybody's crap. Look, it's just everybody's crap. Merchants. But yeah, big up. I forgot to ask Lex to name me 3 good 90-minute performances from United this season. That Brer shakes his batty violently for Amram. Lex is never about sacking managers. We're getting to the stage where fans might say, "Who's Henri? It's a new time." Bro, in fact, it's a totally new time. I agree with you. It's a totally new time, 100%. Do you know what I'm saying? Brentford are fifth. I know man at Brentford who still ain't sold on their manager. That means that the league is good. No, that's you're describing a good talent of managers and coaches is better than it's ever been before. Ever been before. Do you know what I'm saying? There's talent in the league. Managers play more conservatively. Understood is less exciting. But the reason managers play more conservatively is because they believe they can win something because they're better. Back in the day, you're a Man United fan. I'm an Arsenal fan. Back in the day, when we were killing it, 03, 04, 05, did Bolton think they were going to win a trophy? Did West Brom think they were going to win a trophy? Their man had no hope. No hope, bro. They were coming to England on small boats, bro. Their man had no hope. Their man are just there just to be there. Do you know what I'm saying? Swansea never thought they were going to win a trophy when they were in the Prem. They were just happy to be here. They were just happy to be in the Prem. Now there's teams that really believe. West Ham won the Europa Conference League. They could get relegated this year. Burnley just got promoted. They're taking points off Man United. Bro, the league is a good league. It's not a good league for you because you support Man United and you're not seeing what you want to see. But you're not describing a dead league. If somebody comes to watch football that don't support any team, this league is an exciting league to watch. Sunderland, newly promoted, is taking points off multiple Big Six clubs. That's not dead. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't want any United at all. It's difficult to get rid of them. A lot of sentiment. Let me get through the comments. We'll definitely talk about United. Frank is doing horrendously at Spurs, and Bearman wanted him. I agree. BLM, Bielsa attacking football at the bridge. BLM, Bielsa's banner. I think Liga is a competitive league. It's a competitive league, way more competitive than people think. I think the Prem is almost a different sport. You can't compare it to different leagues. It's very, very different. It is very different. Serie A is competitive. Frank is doing sabotage at Spurs. Bro, them man are fuming over a cup. Over one of these, blood. Over one of these bad boys. Man are getting upset, you know. Man are getting upset over this. West Ham are going down. There's too many London teams. What's London teams got to do with anything? What has London teams got to do with anything? Was the Cucurella red card red? Yeah, bro, he was lucky not to get a he was lucky it wasn't a penalty, to be fair, because I've seen it before with Arsenal where the foul starts outside the box, but it carries on into the box, and the ref kind of can give it as a penalty because the foul continues into the box. What happened is that if you remember the Saliba one or the Gabriel one, I think Gabriel might have got the red where Saliba was wrong side and the ball was launched over the top. I think it was last season, and Gabriel's the wrong side, and he just brings down. It's the same situation. He's the last man, but with his one, he doesn't tackle him. The guy had a ponytail and he pulled his hair. The irony of Cucurella. No, I'm chatting shit. He didn't pull his hair. It was Harry Wilson. He pulled his shirt. That's it. They were tussling. I'm getting mixed up with a couple of different things. I saw one of someone's hair getting pulled. But yeah, Harry Wilson gets goal side, and he just literally has his arm like that and just pulls his arm back. Do you know what I'm saying? And then that's what happens. So yeah, definitely a red. Definitely a red. It's competitive in the sense that most players at the same level, but because the overall quality in football is shocking. I don't think so. I think if you have all of these 20 teams and you go back to 2005, 20 years ago, and you have all of those 20 teams and they all play each other, I think in 2004-5, the top 3 or 4 teams win. The rest of them get fucking smoked. The rest of them gets fucking smoked. Smoked. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so that it's not bad quality. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not bad quality football. Do you know what I mean? It's not entertaining football, but it's not bad quality football. Every team, bro. It used to be that you could win the league early because no one would fucking fight for anything. Once you got a gap, if you were playing 3 relegation teams If we're against Man City for the league, it used to be if Man City were playing three relegation teams or three mid-table teams or something, there'd be no point watching the games, bruv. The league's done. They've got it. Now, if the last three games of the league of the season, Man City are playing, let's say Sunderland, I'm just making it up, but let's say Sunderland, Fulham, and Palace. Mid-table, not going to get relegated, not necessarily in Europe, just mid-table. City might drop points against them teams. Is City shit? A man saying City is shit? Obviously not. Haaland's, it's the 8th of January. Haaland's already got 20 goals. Pep Guardiola is the best manager of all time. They're spending 100 odd million on two new. A Man City shit? Obviously not, bruv. Obviously not. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's not shit. Like, what are we talking about? Stinker tonight, bro. He's gonna occupy. So let's just watch what Gyökeres does, because aesthetically, he's gonna be horrible. Because he's just aesthetically horrible, innit? Do you know what I'm saying, bro? It's like this, innit? If you man ever had a team that you beat that's not the best on the eyes, but she does what she needs to do in other departments, blood. That's what it is. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what it is. You might not be seeing the on road, but that's what it is. They do the job. Do you know what I mean? That's Gyökeres, bro. He's not going to be pretty. It's never going to be pretty, but he's going to do the job, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? He's going to do the job. It will be peak if Šeško overtakes Victor Gyökeres. It won't be peak. Do you know what I'm saying? That's just COVID, bro. If Arsenal win the league, and we stand a good chance of winning the double because we could win the League Cup as well. If we win the league and League Cup double, do you think that we care if someone scored more goals than Gyökeres? Bear man are going to score more goals than Gyökeres. And Broma might score more goals than Gyökeres. Gakpo might score more goals than Gyökeres. Haaland, Igor Thiago, Ollie Watkins. Bear man are going to score more goals. Do you? Why would we care about that? No one cares. Back when the financials was different between the top six and the rest, it wasn't as big. So every team thought they could win because they were able to acquire better players for longer. Bro, that's cap. That's cap. Chelsea have just bought in Gittins, Sancho, Garnacho, and AT don't even want them. He wants them gone. He wants new wingers. That's cap. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just not true. Man City are bringing in new wingers every year. Man City spent 100 million on Jack Grealish and shipped him out 2 years later. Then they brought in Savinho. They brought in Doku. Now they want to bring in Semenyo. They're bringing in new wingers every year. That's cap. And they're bringing in players from the Premier League. From the Premier League. Jack Grealish is from the Premier League, and now Semenyo is from the Premier League, and Mark Gahey is from the Premier League. So man can't say that these players, that the football is shit or the players are shit, because man want other players. When Rance is saying the quality of the league is shit, but Rance is also saying I want players to come to Man United who are Premier League proven. If the league was shit, man would be saying, don't bring me players from the Prem. Bring me players from France. Bring me players from Germany. Do man want players from France and Germany? No. Man want players from the Premier League. So it don't make sense. You're arguing two opposite sides of the same argument. The Premier League is shit, but I want players to come to my team from the Premier League. But the quality is shit. Does that make sense? Shout out to Mac. As a football, the state the Premier League is in quality-wise isn't good for the state of the game. Let's face it, most man here are more in the chat commenting than watching the games. I hear you. Maybe that's just the kind of audience that me and Shane bring. Do you know what I'm saying? City is still undefeated, unbeaten. They have defensive issues. They do have defensive issues. They do, 100%. You can't argue that. Haaland's been a little bit wasteful as well. I think that City have become a little bit over-reliant on Haaland, to be fair, because Haaland's a freak. Do you know what I mean? He could end up being the best number 9 the league's ever seen. And I think that there's a situation where, because they're so reliant on Haaland, because he's so good, everything's just feed it to Haaland. There's a lot of times he'll bail them out of trouble when they're not playing well. And if he doesn't, and there's been a few games where he hasn't been able to bail them out of trouble, or it's just not quite been his day. And then what do you do? Do you know what I'm saying? Won't be able to handle Van Dijk or defending. He don't have to, though. This is the thing. You see, Van Dijk does aura defending, yeah? Gyökeres, you man a lot. He does aura attacking, bro, because it's like fake attacking. Like, he just looks busy. I don't know what you man do for a living, but if you've ever worked on a building site, yeah, there's man that look busy, but they ain't doing nothing. That's Gyökeres. He's going to look busy, but do nothing. But in his looking busy, he's just looking busy. Like, the defenders are going to go with him. Virgil's going to follow him. And then there's going to be space for not even Zubimendi, he's not going to score. There'll be space for Rice and Erdegaard and these kind of man. Do you know what I'm saying? I haven't been through the starting lineups yet. Let me go through the starting 11s. For Arsenal, David Raya, Jurriën Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Hincapié. Hincapié is a bit of a, it's a little bit of a worry still. Little bit of a worry. Declan Rice, Zubimendi, Erdegaard, solid midfield. Good to have Rice back. I'm hoping that we can manage Declan Rice's load. But there was talk of the knee injury. I think that talk is real, but I think he's on a good run of form, and I think that this is a big game. Upcoming games, I want to see him rested. We've got Portsmouth at the weekend, cup games. Rest this guy. It's a must. Saka starting on the right. We need a big game from Saka. Gyökeres on the left, and Trossard. I can see Trossard scoring. I can see Trossard and Rice. I can see it because everyone knows Saka's the danger man. They're going to double up on Saka, but Saka's not been great. And then everyone knows Gyökeres is the 9 that's got to prove himself. They're going to look to put a lot of pressure on Gyökeres, but he's not been great. But Trossard, he just finds a way, bro. He's a finds a way player. Do you know what I'm saying? For Liverpool, they've got Alisson in goal. Still one of the best keepers around. Getting on a bit, but it is what it is. Virgil and Konate, centre backs. Conor Bradley, right back. Kirkes, left back. That is a back four that can be gotten at. It can. Gravenberch and McAllister in front of them. Solid, solid, solid. Verts, Szoboszlai, Frimpong. Yeah. And then Gakpo. I think Gakpo's cold. Gakpo's just one of them players. Pause. Again, he blows hot and cold, bro. He's either going to have a very good game or he's going to be very quiet. Verts, we ain't really seen it. We're not really looking at him as like, you know what I mean? Szoboszlai is very good. Do you know what I'm saying? That midfield three of Szoboszlai, Gravenberch, McAllister is very good. Frimpong out on the right. Not a bad shout. Obviously, he's had some injury issues as well. I'm more concerned about Chiesa coming off the bench, to be honest, than Frimpong. But we know he's going to look to get to the by. Frimpong not going to look to cut in. He's going to try to get to the byline, go on the outside, get to the byline, and put across the box. And Frimpong up against Hincapié is where I'm probably the most worried. Do you know what I mean? Verts, if he looks to play out wide and hug the touchline against Jurriën Timber, he's just getting taken out of the game. So that if he does play wide, I don't know about that. Do you know what I mean? But it'll be a good game. It should be a very, very good game. Premiership, but League One is even worse. I hear it. That's my point. Back in the day, these players would be Crystal Palace, Aston Villa, Bournemouth lifers. Most players who end up doing a good season end up moving to other teams, always rebuilding. I hear you. I hear what you're saying. It feels like, to me as an Arsenal fan, though, it feels very convenient that when it looks like Arsenal might win the league, suddenly the league is shit. But 90% of the players in the league are the same players when Man City won the league. And no one was saying the league was shit. Nick, Chelsea are 3 red cards away from breaking the Premier League all-time record for red cards in a season. That Chelsea are so rattled, bro. Yeah, you know what? 8 minutes to kick off. Let's talk about Chelsea. Chelsea. Bro. These men exchanged one criminal for another, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? Chelsea is a club with crime running in their veins, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, them man. Nick, go to my Gyökeres comment. No, bro. What type it again, bro? Because all you're gonna say is that Gyökeres is shit. All you're gonna say is that Gyökeres is shit and gonna have a stinker. Do you know what I'm saying? I heard that before. I heard that one before, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what you're gonna say. Uh, Top four is a failure for us, but we could genuinely finish ninth without any reinforcements. Reinforcements, bro. Reinforcements, bro. The way you man spend money is ridiculous, bro. You man spend money like you're Saweetie out shopping with Jaden Sancho, blood. You man just it's insane. It honestly is insane. You man should hire Zubimendi, not Zubimendi, Deserbi. Like, do you know what I'm saying? You man, Chelsea need a criminal in charge. Liam Rossini is too nice. Do you know what I'm saying? You man Chelsea Football Club need a criminal in charge, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? You man need to hire like Donald Trump or Putin or somebody, bro. Some type of war criminal or something, bro. Boko Haram. That's who you man need to come and manage Chelsea, bro. And then you man will smash it, bro. Because Chelsea, there's something in your DNA where you have to be criminals, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? You have to be. Because what I'm seeing, yeah, we all want to see more black managers in the league. But Liam Rossini, yeah, he's being set up to fail, bro. He's being stitched up in a big way, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Man's getting a 6-year contract to be a yes man. Do you know what I mean? It's dangerous. It's dangerous. Do you know what I'm saying? Honestly. Just checking my messages. Bro, I want to check his genealogy, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? Because he's too light skinned for me, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So I don't even know about this. I don't even know about all this. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how black he is, really. Do you know what I'm saying? Come on, Liverpool, save our season. Bro, how would Arsenal losing save your season? What would it do for you? What would it do for you, bro? This is how I know. This is how I know in real life, Amad Diallo is bald. Amad Diallo is 100% bald. Because this is what happens. When you're full of hate like this, yeah, your hair can't grow. Your hair can't grow with all this hate, bro. Amad Diallo is bald, bro. 100%. AT is one of them, man. He's not bald, but it's holding on in it. Do you know what I'm saying? It's thin. Do you know what I'm saying? He's got to do the you know what I'm saying? AT is one of them, man. Do you know what I'm saying? Because the hate and the age. Because I know AT is a big man as well. Do you know what I'm saying? Hate is not healthy. It's not healthy on man's heart, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not healthy, bro. Big man too. The league has been shit for a long time. I like attacking football, but nowadays everyone trying to imitate Pep style, robotic style. But bro, Pep in his heyday played very attacking football, bro. Pep's team broke the record for goals scored and 4 points. So why? How can imitating Pep style? It might be robotic, but I didn't say. See, Mustafa, I didn't say you. You weren't hating, but Ahmad's a professional hater. He hates for a living. He hates for a living. Arsenal hate is fully justified. You man are already preparing parades and shit. I can't deal with that club, bro. You man did a parade for your Club World Cup, blood, but it was just your parade was just in Belo Horizonte in Brazil or some kind of foolishness, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? They weren't here. Do you know what I mean? You got to get Arsenal sign off, blood. We run this city, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? So I like 18 talk about reinforcements, bro. Reinforcement, bro. What? Bro, don't make me pull up a list of how much money you man have spent. Do you know what I mean? You man are getting managed by a boardroom. You man are getting managed by Chat GPT, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what it is. That is what it is. Because Liam Rossini is not winning nothing, and they're not even going to be able to sack him. They're going to tell him who to play, how to play, where to play, and then when it dies, who are they going to sack themselves? It's peak. Rest in peace, Chelsea, man. Big man team. Chelsea are going to spend the next 3 or 4 years battling for top 4. Genuinely. Teams just coming out now. Oh, I should have put on the new shirt as well. Man's got the new shirt. Man's got the new shirt, blood. Where's the camera, blood? But I had to wear the jumper because it's cold, bro. It's too cold, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like the video as well. We're going to be live. The OnlyFacts podcast is out. We're going to be live on Sunday for Arsenal versus Portsmouth. I'm going to start trying to cover some of the Man City games as well. Do you know what I'm saying? It's going to be interesting to see what Liverpool do. It's going to be interesting to see what Liverpool do. Arsenal have to hold their bottle, if I'm being real. Arsenal have to hold their bottle. The only positive of Rafinha coming in is that there's nowhere to hide if he fucks up. That's exactly what I'm saying. Like, do you know what I'm saying? But it is, bro, on a 6-year contract. Bro, if he gets sacked, they're just bringing in Gary O'Neill from Strasbourg again. Gary O'Neill will be your manager in 2 years. 6-year contract. Rafinha had not even been managing for 6 years. He's getting a 6-year contract. That's like giving Esteval a 25-year contract. He ain't even been around that long. The problem is, he can't do that because that's exactly what he is. So he can't even do that. He don't even have the power in the club to have that press conference. He don't. Bro, let's have a chance to rapper, blood. What are you man gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Other than chanting, what are you gonna do? My guy, what are you saying, F Texer? We're here. We are here. You man could go the next 6 years without a trophy, fam. Wild one for you, Nick. Season ain't over yet. Bro, I'm just here to watch Arsenal play Liverpool, bro. That's all I'm here for. That's all I'm here for. Do you know what I'm saying? You man are the big. You win the trophies and you spend the big money, and you man got the new owners that put all the money in the. That's you, man. We're just little old Arsenal, bro. That's all we are. One game at a time. That's all we are, bro. And I do think this game will be close. Nah, man, I'm not that way inclined, bro. I like to see a draw still. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I like to see a draw. I wouldn't even want to see Man United win because you know it's a Man United, yeah. I can't bear Man United to win and then say like their fans will just start chatting so much shit about how they're back and all this kind of stuff, bro. It's yeah. I can't bear it, bro. I can't bear it. I cannot bear it. We're about to kick off. Come on, Bakayo. We need a big, big game from Bakayo today. I don't know, bro. It's giving bald energy, blood. I'm not gonna lie, bro. It's giving bald energy, bro. It's always chant this, chant that. If United don't win a trophy in 5 years, disband the club, bro. The figures of Chelsea, yeah, not winning the trophy. Obviously, Chelsea, like, I mean, they're a cup team, bro. Like Arsenal, we've underperformed and we've underperformed in terms of trophies, 100%. You know what I'm saying? Everyone, we had our banner era, I get it. But Chelsea's been a team that can always win a trophy. Like, do you know what I mean? They might not always win the league, but they'll always win a trophy. But this current Chelsea setup, I don't know, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? I think it's more, with Arsenal, we just kicked off, by the way. With Arsenal, it's like we know Arsenal were kind of we knew that they would dip down and not be great, but then build up to title charges. With Chelsea, it's like, bro, you just expect these men to win cups along the way, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? It's going to be tough for Liverpool here today, to be fair. The Emirates is a difficult place to go. Arsenal, very, very confident here. We should be really, really confident and really strong. And this game is going to tell us a little something about Arsenal's nerve and Arsenal's bottle. Do you know what I'm saying? I think Arsenal need to win here because it's not a question of we have to, we could draw and still win the league. Do you know what I'm saying? But I think we have to win here because it's about those kind of like not those bottling accusations and not in terms of proving it to other people, but proving it to yourself. Like, do you know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Like, I need to see Arsenal play Liverpool here. Arsenal's only lost 2 games, Aston Villa and Liverpool. I need to see one of those games they expelled the demons. Do you know what I mean? With Aston Villa by putting them to the sword. And I want to see the same thing here. Do you know what I mean? And that will, if I see Arsenal put 3 or 4 past Liverpool, I'm like, yo, this team has really got some serious cojones. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't want to see a 1-0 scrapers. Do you know what I mean? Like I said, we're going to be live twice on Saturday as well for the boxing. Ajit Caballero's boxing and Dalton Smith is boxing in New York as well. So we've got to support the British fighters, supporting Dalton Smith. Only a couple of minutes in, I feel tense, boy. I'm not going to lie. Foul on Hikapié. The thing is as well, like with Liverpool, they're not sitting deep, they're sitting in like a mid block and they're looking like they're waiting to explode in a counter, but they ain't got all that pace. They ain't got a lot of pace to kind of to hit them counters really. Do you know what I mean? Oh, bruv, yeah, bruv. Yoker is that bug touch blood. What, Garnacho, bro? Garnacho's shit, yeah, but I can't remember. You were saying like there was another winger you were saying is better than Garnacho. I think it might have been Sancho or something. Bruv, I don't know, bruv. I don't know about that one. It's a good battle with Nketiah and Frimpong. Like I said, that's going to be the battle. That to me is Liverpool's best shout. Choosing Liam to rep a black manager is like choosing Joshua Boazzi as pound for pound number one. 100%, bro. It's a bad representation for the man there, isn't it? But obviously, this is what that club does, bro. Do you know what I mean? This is what that club does, bro. They don't do the back in the day. They used to do like bait racism. Now they do shadow racism, innit? Like now they do secretive racism, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? Hincapie trying to creep forward, ref pushing him backwards. The throws are going to be tough. The throws are going to be tough here. He's taking it. It's just absolutely thumping it down with rain. One thing I really don't like about Gyökeres as well, yeah, is like his pressing. Like he don't press well, bro. Like sometimes it just looks like he's feeling sorry for himself at times. Do you know what I mean? Like either you're big and bulky, you're not the fittest, but you're you know you're strong, but either really show man a lot of strength. Do you know what I mean? So I'm not sure, bro, but it is what it is. He's here now. We've got to make the most of it. He's better than Liam Delap anyway, so that's just what it is. Do you know what I'm saying? That's not even up for debate. Or ball over the top. Timber just couldn't quite get a good connection on that. This Liverpool side is talented still, but they're not able to play without Salah and some of the injuries they got and that. They're not able to play the way they'd naturally like to play, really. Connor Bradley up against Trossard. That's a good run from Trossard still. He's putting a little bit of pressure on them. Chelsea trying to do the IC3 manager thing when a large part of their fan base, in particular local fans, are stop the boats. Bro, that's them, man, isn't it? Like, if it was up to them, this is the thing. This is why, like, AT thinks that they can, like, or it's a poor kick from Allison, and Arsenal just kind of fluffed that chance a little bit. Even though Gyökeres is clearly offside there, yeah, I think he should smash that in the back of the net, blood, just to give himself some confidence, blood. You know what I mean? Just to remember what scoring a goal feels like, even if he knows it's going to get chalked off. But yeah, bro, AT and these man think that they can like pay their way out of slavery, blood, like on a reparations thing, but they can't, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, their grandparents didn't want Liam Rossinia's grandparents here in the first place. Like, do you know what I'm saying? So that's just the facts of the situation. When their man say, when a man say, I don't recognize my country and that, they're talking about that video, the little black youths dancing in Chelsea Stadium, blood. That's what makes them think, I don't recognize my country anymore, blood. Big man thing. Flexing a black manager. All right, cool. Like, do you know what I mean? He's Steven, bro. You know what I mean? Like, you man are a plantation. Like, you're right. We've never employed a plantation owner. You're right, bro. You win. I don't know what you win, but you win. Do you know what I'm saying? Even Steven in Django was a plantation manager, blood. That's Liam Rossini right now. Do you know? Do you know what I mean? If he does a bad job, he's gonna end up on the end of a rope, blood. That's do you know what I mean? So you stay there, blood. That's just what it is. You man are like the conservatives saying that you've had two female prime ministers, blood. So what, blood? You're still a bunch of cunts, bro. Who cares, bro? Who cares? Good ball over the top. We keep trying to bypass their midfield, and I don't know why. We're going really direct, trying to go direct into Gyökeres in a way that I don't think works for having Gyökeres up top. You know, if you've got maybe Kai Havertz up there, that might make sense. But for Gyökeres up top, I don't think that makes a lot of sense. We're not really trying to play through them. We're just trying to go quite direct. Good defending from Saka. I would say that Vincent Company looks like a good manager. Yeah. Um, but I would say that Vincent Company is obviously in the Bundesliga, right? So he's in a league where he's got the team that pretty much always wins the league, and he has free roam to have the best players. Whenever there's a good talented player in that league, it's pretty standard that they go into Bayern. So I would say he looks a good manager, no doubt about it. Pep was there, and Hansi Flick was there, and other good managers have been at Bayern. I just trying to be really fair and balanced and not just say, right, this guy's winning games, therefore he's unbelievable. Do you know what I mean? But I think he's got a good football education as well. Company. Man are getting gassed off quotes, man. Then man are saying my manager off of quotes. That's all it took. Quotes. Cross into the box from Saka. We had Man United fans loving Amarim for wearing a Moncler, and now, do you know what I'm saying? Now we've got these Twitter merchants getting gassed off of quotes, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? Bro, if you give AT a car insurance quote, you might bust his nut, blood. Man just love a quote, blood. Do you know what I mean? Of course, congrats. Your manager wants to win the league, bro. Everybody's manager wants to win the league. Do you know what I'm saying? It's a good run from Timber to get in behind, just breaking that line of defense. Good pass from Saliba as well. But the ball was a good ball, but the ball obviously it's wet, so the ball was running really quick. Well cut out by Timber into the box. Trossard, it's not the best shot. Arsenal just starting to get into a bit of a rhythm. Once Arsenal is such a confidence team. That's still the thing that kind of worries me. When we're confident, like one little thing goes our way, we look really confident, and it looks like, yo, these men might score. Do you know what I mean? But when we're not confident, I feel like that can still go the other way. Man are trying to manifest, bro. Look what man are doing, bro. Look what AT's moving like one of them gal that's got live, love, laugh on his wall, blood. Do you know what I mean? He's getting gassed over quotes and he's trying to manifest in the comments, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, let's say the inshallah, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? Less of that, bro. Just watch the game and enjoy, cuz. Do you know what I mean? Like the video, subscribe to the channel, blood. Man trying to really manifest. And he's trying to get us to manifest with him, bro. Get out of here, man. Saka driving at Conor Bradley. Does that go for a corner? No, it was Kirk as he was driving that, sorry. Man said, yeah, out Sharla, bro. Big man thing. Vieira also a good manager. Vieira's okay. Vieira's okay. Vieira was okay. Vieira was okay. You know when you can tell that a man don't believe what they're saying, like that's how I'm feeling from these comments. Like man don't believe it. Man are just manifesting. Do you know what I'm saying? Saka with a corner. It's a good corner as well. Good punch from Allison, to be fair. Vieira died at Strasbourg. Yeah, bro, that's what I'm saying, bro. He's decent, but he's not like I don't want to start gassing up. I don't want to start gassing up managers like that. Like, do you know what I mean? He had a good spell. Do you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes with certain people, with players and managers, sometimes you ain't got enough data. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, man can't see someone for 1 year or 6 months and be like, yeah, this guy is the guy. It's not enough data in it. Do you know what I'm saying? Yellow card for Trossard. Verts looked like he was maybe going to break away from that corner. I wonder if they will look to just try and counter the corners because we commit so many players forwards, and then we leave players that can't really defend back. We have Erdegaard back and Trossard back. It's not really what you want if they're going to break. The thing is as well, like managers need time. Do you know what I'm saying? Managers need time. It depends on what you're expecting them to do. You've got to be realistic with your expectations. Good little turn from Gabriel. Could have 2 or 3 passes in Liverpool on the attack. And like I said, Frimpong is just going to look to get down the line. Frimpong's good, but he's very one dimensional. He's very, very one dimensional. I said it like he's stand up in Capier, and maybe if there's a square pass on, he'll obviously play it. But 90% of the time, he's going to fake the inside and go to the byline. That's all he's got, bro. He's got no left foot. Unless there's a good low driven pass that gets through, which Declan Rice or Zubamendi should be there for, and then the centre back should deal with. Unless that gets through, we know that Frimpong's going to the byline. That's where he's going. He's going on the outside. Yeah, Mac, a couple of times Trossard's been doing good things and you've not even been here to support him. Saka, Trossard, this is really good football. That's good football from Arsenal. Vert's coming away with the ball. Trossard wanted to pull his shirt a little bit, but he realised he's on a yellow. And then Trossard is on the receiving end of the foul. That was really good work from Trossard. He lost out, but then quickly went and got it back. We've seen Trossard pick up silly yellows before. A yellow card, obviously, he's an attacking player, so he should be able to stay out of getting booked. But, a little bit annoying to get a yellow card that early in the game. Timber picking up some really good positions here. Some really good positions. I'm on minute 14:29. What about you? Good defending from Arsenal. Stopping Liverpool's break really, really well. Timber coming forwards again. It's a lovely little pass. Oh, Kirk has spun out of his socks twice. Thrice, blood. Oh, bruv. Kirk has, bruv. Kirk has got sent back to Bournemouth, bruv. Oh, my days. Liverpool camped right back. Oh, what, you're on the Bandulu team? Yeah, you're only about 10 seconds. Well, I say about 10 seconds. In football time, 10 seconds is a lot of seconds, bruv. Crossed in from Rice. Oh, it's a good header back across the box as well, but the movement from Gyökeres wasn't quite right. But I think the header wasn't quite right as well, to be fair. Oh my God, Kirk has cooked again. Bro, man told me Saka can't dribble, bruv. Oh my days, Saka again. Oh, it should have been a goal. How has that happened, bro? Saka's just danced through the Liverpool midfield, the defense, put the ball right into the box. That run reminded me of bruv. Who danced through our defense? I can't even remember, bruv. We are bopping these men off the park, bro. It's all about mentality, though, bro. We've got to stick with it. We've got to stick with it. We just got to keep doing it. We've got to keep doing it, bro. You see me at football, yeah? Obviously, you might know I play sevens. I'm fucking when I say I'm relentless, yeah. See a couple of my bridgins, you know that man, if you go 2-3 goals up, they're gonna start showboating and flicks and trick. No, bro. No. I'm a horrible bastard, bro. I'll do pass, goal. I'll win the game 1,000-0. I'll win the game 1,000-0, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Mad behind, bro. What minute are you man on, bro? Wait, let me try to change the channel, bro. Oh, bro, they're all the same fucking time, bro. Bro, it is what it is. Yeah, I'm on 17 now. Just touching 17 now. Maybe this one's better. Bro. You see, that's me, bro. I don't want to come off the pitch and even feel like I've enjoyed it. I'm there to do a job. I move like I'm there to do a job, bro. Pass, goal. Pass, goal. I don't care, bro. Good strike from Saka. Just tried to catch the keeper out. Kirkes is getting, yeah. And Saka, I know a lot of men don't rate him and all the rest of it, yeah. But Saka, one thing you've got to say about him, yeah, you don't want to give this man confidence, bro. And right now, Kirkes is giving Saka a lot of confidence, bro. Every feint, it's like boxing. Every feint Saka's throwing, Kirkes is biting on every feint. So Saka's like, cool, now I know mentally I've dubbed you. Kirkes is now going to need a big tackle to try and get back into this battle with Saka. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'll do the Carabao Cup games as well. I'm going like we've got Portsmouth on Sunday. Um, that's FA Cup, I think, and then yeah, we got you man in the League Cup in it. So that'll be a good stream still. Trying to get the football streams a bit more popping, but it will grow over time. Do you know what I'm saying? Obviously, football streams are always not going to be as popping because a lot of man do football content. Obviously, boxing, a lot of man don't do the boxing content. So that's just what it is. Like for us, when we do smaller games, like, I'll probably get more views on Arsenal versus Portsmouth than on this because everyone's live for this. Do you know what I mean? When we do like a small game, it will get bare views. Like it's weird, but it is what it is. Boxing, like we're kind of known for that still. Bro, if Kirkes does a Chiellini and picks up a yellow card, it's curtains because it's not even 20 minutes in. Do you know what I mean? And Saka will make him get sent off then. Do you know what I'm saying? So there's 200 man in here when it's boxing streams, 100%. We're trying to do like more football content, but it's so difficult because when we record and edit, like football moves too fast. Like that's why we try to quickly jump on the Amarim thing and different things. Like we're trying to figure it out, but it is what it is. Man can only do what man can do. You get me? That's a great ball from Saliba through to Timber. Can you put that across the box? He does. Oh, it's a great header. Is that Connor Bradley at the back post? Wow. It's a great touch from Connor Bradley, to be fair. Arsenal knocking on the door. Trossard. Another one across the box. Connor Bradley, I think, might have just made got a goal saving touch. Saliba going on a little run. Where's he off to? And Trossard is one of them players you want on the ball in these types of situations. Saka down in the box, but no foul. We are knocking on the door, and it's really important we just keep our mentality. And we just keep Saliba gives the ball away there, lazy. That's what I'm talking about, the mentality and the concentration. Do you know what I mean? To not just give it away cheaply. I don't know if Shane was Amarim in or out. I think he was in only because he didn't want him in the first place and he didn't want him in January. He wanted to wait until the summer. But he's like, now we've got him. I don't see what the benefit is in sacking him now. Obviously, the decision was not just about results. Do you know what I'm saying? But I know we're in a boxing stream, but I wanted to ask, do you see what Boxer is doing, like technically during the fight, or do you have to rewatch to understand? Most of the time I can see it during the fight. Some people see things that I don't see. It's like football, isn't it? Like see when you're playing football, you know when you've got a guy who can score. Like when you're playing football with your friends, you got a guy who can score goals, and you got a guy who can pass, and you got a guy who can bomb down the wing. But when man are watching football, everyone's ego gets involved, and man don't see that there are like specialists. Do you know what I mean? There's certain midfielders I know that can really see what a midfielder does that's special. Man just watch football from their sofa and think you can just be a specialist and know everything. Do you know what I mean? Shane is normally looking at foot placement when he's watching boxing. Like he's probably looking at their feet as much as he's looking at their fists. A lot of people are not looking at that. Do you know what I mean? So Shane can analyze foot placement and stuff very well. Do you know what I mean? I'm more of a puncher. Obviously, man, know I used to box. Um, so I'm looking at punch mechanics. I'm looking at punching. I'm looking at body language. I did my degree in psychology, so I'm looking at punches. I'm looking at body language. So we just Shane and I assess the sport differently, and I think it's the stuff that we assess differently which makes us quite a good pairing, if that makes sense. I enjoy the analytical side of sport. Not everyone does. Some people find it quite boring. Do you know what I mean? Like a lot of content creators, not dissing no one or anything like that, but a lot of content creators just like Saka's shit, Doku's great, and then when Doku's not on form, Doku's shit. All he does is drop his shoulder. He shit. It's like, bro, for me that's boring. Like Trossard does really well against Connor Bradley, puts the ball into the box, and again should probably be a shot on target. Arsenal doing really well here, really well. But we need a goal. Do you know what I'm saying? Because the way Liverpool are playing, if we score one, they will step out to try and compete and get even. And then I think that we'll score a second. And then they're chasing the game. And then we're in a position where we can take the game away from them. Do you know what I mean? The way they're playing right now, they don't look super comfortable because we are able to get through their defense. But at the same time, if they go 1-0 up, they won't mind trying to grind out a point. They won't mind that at all. For every team in the league coming to the Emirates and getting out of here with a point is a good point. but just keeping that concentration. A lot of boxing YouTubers make a video with little analysis and just waffle. Yeah, but do you know what it is? Yeah, it's the same as football, bro. It's the same as football. Like, it's lazy analysis to just be like, sack of shit. Yeah, bro. Like, the thing is with boxing, Liverpool coming forwards here, kind of a half-assed shot there, and it gets cleared. You'd be hard pressed to see them analyze styles. This one, but even in football, I enjoy analyzing things. Do you know what I'm saying? So it sounds like I'm like coping or trying to like I don't run narratives. I just actually enjoy um analyzing sport. Do you know what I mean? So rather than just say Amarim is shit, I'd rather be like, okay, let's look at this from both sides. Amarim was never going to compete this year. He might have competed next year. Is it worth him taking the year to have you guys in the same position as he was when he got there, just off of top four, but with a better structure in the club going forwards? Maybe. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe that, you know, if you look at Arteta or Klopp or whatever, like, it takes a year to kind of clear the dead wood, readdress, you know, wages and different things like that, and then start competing in the second or third year, you know? But obviously, man don't go viral doing that. Man go viral just jumping on camera and shouting. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's all shit. No, 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 bro. Man, I don't like doing that. You know what I'm saying? That's not my vibe, bro. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we'll never get the views that other man get. Like, shout out to them, man. But that's not the kind of content that we do here. Do you know what I'm saying? Unless it's Chelsea, then it's just like, fuck Chelsea, they're trash. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, man ain't gonna analyze that. They're just trash. But I'm saying, like, bro, Klopp in his first season, I don't know, he didn't win the league in his first season. He definitely didn't. In his first season, he's playing Stephen Colker up top. In his first season, he played Stephen Colker, a striker, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Then that summer, he's playing Stephen Colker up top and that. And then that summer, he signed Virgil and he signed Salah. And then he could start doing what he wants to do. Do you know what I'm saying? Even with Arteta, bro, you could just see it progressively getting better. You can see it progressively getting better as he signs more and more of his players. Do you know what I'm saying? So Alshabert's coming forwards. So Frimpong. Oh, dodgy. Dodgy from off the crossbar. See, this is the thing. Liverpool will just gamble when they're not getting many attacks. So they will just gamble when they do get any type of attack. Good tackle, and it's cleared. This is what Liverpool are going to do, bro. The one game a week thing is huge, 100%. I think that what he showed is his man management was very poor. His man management was very poor. That was it. That might have been it. That might have been because you see with that chance, that's a little warning shot to Arsenal, bro. When we get into the final third, maybe not when we get to the final third because they're camping in their box, but when we get the opportunity to score, we've got to go and score, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I think we just got a bit complacent with knowing when we're putting balls into the box, we're like, we can do this again. We can do this again. Frimpong actually cut in that time. Frimpong actually cut in that time. I agree. Other than you, man, there's no boxing channel that I'll watch and listen to. I appreciate that, bro. I love that. But it's weird. Like different sports are different, and with boxing, people kind of enjoy the analytical side because I guess, like I say, with boxing, people come to boxing and know the average guy watches boxing and knows I don't box, I don't know what I'm talking about. Whereas the same average guy that don't play football doesn't believe that he doesn't know what he's talking about. He doesn't think to himself, I don't play football, so I don't know what I'm talking about. That people just assume they know what they're talking about if it's football for some reason. Whereas in boxing, I think there's a bit more of a respect of like, I don't really understand what I'm looking at. Other than someone getting punched in the face and getting knocked out, I don't really know quite what it is that I'm looking at. Do you know what I'm saying? It's weird how different sports have different cultures. I don't agree. I think it's worse in boxing. I think it's worse in boxing from people not understanding the sport in terms of Like, man could tell you all about the new Champions League format in football. Man don't understand the sport in boxing. They don't understand the rankings. They don't understand mandatories. They don't understand business. They don't understand the sport. From a technical level, I think there are more people that watch boxing that have boxed than not. If you go to a boxing match, especially a high level boxing match, if you go to a high level boxing match, especially somewhere like the East Coast in New York, and there's 30,000 people in there, of those 30,000 people, I bet you 20,000 of them have boxed before at some level. They've been in the gym and boxed before. Do you know what I'm saying? But in football, we regularly see 60,000 fans of old fat white men that can't see their dicks that have never, ever played football before. Ever. Do you know what I'm saying? Ever. Like for a team. Not even just fives, like for a team. Do you know what I mean? You'll regularly see people say, like, oh, he should have scored that. And I'm thinking, bro, do you know how hard that chance was to score? I've never seen anyone say Garnacho is a huge talent like they do with Ryan Garcia. You're getting roped in by nonsense. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that's Ryan Garcia is massive on social media. So that's social media fans. Those people, in my opinion, are not boxing fans. Do you know what I'm saying? Like if I say to you, who are your top five favorite boxers, and you say Conor Ben, Ryan Garcia, Jake Paul, you're not a boxing fan. Like, do you know what I'm saying? You're not a boxing fan. You're just going by social media. Do you know what I mean? That's like someone saying, that's like asking an American who's the best football player ever, and they say David Beckham. Declan Rice free kick. It's quite far out. Could he do a Janino maybe? Could it be? It's very high. He tried to go for the Janino, you know. Like, bro, he went for that shot, bro. People just say that guy ran. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100%. But people do that in football. People do that in football, though. I think people do that in football a lot. People take for granted. I think people take boxing, um, people take football skill for granted. Because you play FIFA and you like one of my brethrens, Nicholas, is a basketball player. He don't play football. And we always banter about football and basketball. And he called me and he's like, bro, he goes, I've just come back from my first ever football game. I said, yeah. He said, bro, the pitch is massive. I said, yeah, bro. The size of an 18-yard box is the same size as the basketball court. So when man is seeing people do 40-yard pings, 50-yard pings, 60-yard diags, Modric and Zidane 60-yard diags, bro, a basketball court's only 31 feet. So a 60-yard pass is two basketball courts. Do you know what I'm saying? Man don't understand what we're seeing. Like man don't, especially because most fans don't go to games, right? Most fans watch this game from the TV. They've never been to the Emirates. That when they see a Declan Rice free kick 35 yards, they don't understand how far that is. They don't understand. Do not understand what they've just seen. Do you know what I mean? Rice thought Anana was in goal, bro. I remember this is why I don't take United fans seriously, and not because of you specifically in that comment, but bro, I remember United fans telling me Nana was great. United fans, anyone that puts on a United shirt, this guy's great. They say it about everybody, bro. There's no like, I can't remember the last time United signed a player and they weren't happy about it. Do you know what I'm saying? Other than maybe Mason Mount. Every time they sign a player, he becomes the best player ever. You can see Liverpool still defending, but you can see a little bit more confidence from them now. A little bit like they're pressing a little bit higher up. They feel like a goal. Earlier on in the game, the feeling from Liverpool was that we just can't score. Now they feel like we probably can score. There's something there for us. Do you know what I mean? We've allowed them to get that little bit of confidence, and it's like we don't want to allow them to get too confident. Boxing is way more humbling. It's peak if you're shit. Where football, even if you're shit, you ain't getting hurt. The thing is, it's an individual. Boxing's an individual sport, isn't it? So like boxing, tennis, them kind of sports. If you're shit, you are exposed. If you're shit at tennis, you just get beaten straight sets in 20 minutes, bro. Quick, bang, done. Man, just acing you. Do you know what I'm saying? Whereas football is a team sport, so you could, yeah, like you could win a game and not have contributed that much, or be kind of shit. You could be a bit of a passenger. It don't work that way in an individual sport. It's a good ball from it wasn't in the end. It was almost a good ball from Zubimendi. Just tried to pop it first time in behind. Saka wasn't expecting it. Gyökeres hasn't done much, but I don't think again it's down to Gyökeres specifically. Do you mean he could have maybe done a bit better? He could be in some better positions. Interesting to see Virgil taking the goal kicks instead of Alisson. 34 minutes. I think we need a goal this half. I really do. Because I feel like we're very good at 45 to 60. And for me, if we can score this half, Kanate is just sliding all over the place, bro. If we can score a goal this half, I feel very confident that we can score a second goal within 15 minutes of coming out for the second half. I feel very confident we can do that. Frimpong in again, goes down so easily there. Do not stop for this guy. Do not stop for this guy, bro. They're gonna stop for him. I can see the Arsenal fans feeling bad. The Arsenal players feeling bad. Don't stop for him, bro. Don't stop for him. Killers. I need you to be killers. Be killers. Come on. Timber driving the ball forwards. They're at our house. Saka again, standing up Kirkers, knowing he can beat him. It's a good ball. Zubimendi. Rice wants to shoot, you know. I can see it, bro. He wants to shoot. Trossard gets the shot away. Does it go for a corner? And Frimpong still down. We've got to be bastards, you know. We've got to be real bastards, and that's something that we've lost before. Frimpong is dusted, bro. He's so limited. Like, man, I told you, like, bro. He's just gonna he's gonna drop the shoulder and go to the byline. Drop the shoulder and go to the byline. He's limited, bro. Is that not a pen? A pen for what, bro? For what? Describe why what you saw that makes that a penalty. Pen where, bro? I'm looking at replay now, bro. Pen where, bro? Frimpong stepped on Hincapie's foot and then fell over. Definitely not a penalty. He didn't even appeal for a penalty. Ahmad's trying to give him a pen. He didn't even ask for a penalty, blood. You're just trying to give him a pen. We've got OnlyFacts extra content coming out as well. I know Shane's got a couple videos queued up. Ahmad's trying to give them a penalty. The Liverpool didn't even ask for a penalty, you know. Ahmad's just screaming at his screen, trying to get a pen for my man. Frimpong's cool, like, do you know what I'm saying? He's quick, he can get down the line, he can whip across. That's it. Do you know what I'm saying? But unfortunately, Liverpool aren't committing enough players forward. So when he gets down the line, who's he going to whip across to? So then he's got to cut back. He might be better switching to the other side and trying to cut in and score. Saka with another corner. Decent corner, but Liverpool get there first. We've not actually got there. We've only had two corners, but we've not got there first at either corner yet. Declan Rice driving into the box. That's a great ball. And that right there is where Gyökeres has to be better. That right there is where Gyökeres has got to be that guy. And that's where he's not. Rice drives and puts the ball straight across the 6-yard box. You've got to be that guy. And you're not that guy. You're not there. And you've got to be there. And I'd rather Gyökeres got a yellow card pushing Virgil out of the way or something. Do you know what I mean? You've got to be there. One thing with Darwin was kind of dead, but he was hungry. I'm not even seeing hunger from Gyökeres at this point. And Capier's held the ball up really well there. Let me see this Declan Rice one again. Gyökeres, you've got to know what's coming. It's poor. It's poor. He's Gyökeres is he's like 2 steps behind. As Declan Rice is cutting in, you've got to be going. You've got to know where he's going to put that ball. You've got to know. That's the difference. Yeah, I see Ahmad out in AFCON. Ahmad's good still. I think you lot overrate him, but he is good. But Ahmad, my only concern with Ahmad is he a bit of a flat track bully because he looked cold at Sunderland and he looks cold at AFCON. But at a top level, he's done it from time to time. But he's not consistently. He's very good at being direct. But maybe it's his frame. He's a little bit smaller, a little bit weaker. Can he run and be direct and put someone on the back foot? In the Prem when he's running up against bigger, stronger defenders, the Lewis Dunks and those types of players. I'm not sure. Arsenal still playing some good football. Coming to the 40th minute, Arsenal played decent. I'm not going to say we played really well. We played decent. We've been in the ascendancy, but no goal up to this point. And not only no goal, but if we're being honest, not really even troubled the keeper. Do you know what I mean? It's one thing you haven't scored, but it's not like the keeper's played a blinder. Do you know what I mean? So we're in the groove. We're there. We're knocking on the door, but we've got to be battering the door down. Do you know what I mean? I know that's what all the United fans say in it. He's been forced to play wing back and he's not had an attacking manager. But I get that. I do take that into consideration as well. Do you know what I mean? I do. I genuinely do. But like I say, I just, if you guys go and get an attacking, we'll see. When he gets back from AFCON, we'll see if he can continue this type of style of play. Because I think a lot of it is down to the size of the defenders in the Premier League. They are typically bigger, more athletic and stronger than the defenders that you're going to have elsewhere. And like I said, I've seen him do it at Sunderland, but that was in a lower league. And I've seen him do it on internationals. But, against certain fullbacks, I don't know. But we'll have to see. 5 at the back in his breakout season isn't really a fair judgment. Like I said, I hear that. I do take that into consideration. That's what I'm waiting to see. Do you know what I mean? Can you go and do that against bigger, stronger players? Do you know what I mean? This is his 2nd season as a mainstay in the squad. True, but not in his favoured position, right? So, if you're going to ask me to judge him, United fans ask me to judge him, and then I judge him as a wing back because that's where he plays, and then they get angry and say, well, he's a winger. Yeah, but I can't judge him as a winger because he's not playing there, is he? Do you know what I mean? So, what do you want me to do? On this season, all I've got is him as a wing back to go by. Do you know what I mean? I think he's talented. I do think that people might slightly overrate him just because of his style. There is a lack of, we all know there's a lack of direct wingers in modern football. Doku's, Ahmad's, those types of players get people off their seats. Grealish is very good. Saka is very good, but Saka's not as direct consistently as Ahmad is. So a lot of people prefer that style. So I am conscious that, people prefer that style. Do you know what I mean? The game's getting into a bit of a 50-50 game. Not quite a 50-50 game. Arsenal's still in the ascendancy, but Liverpool's starting to grow into the game a little bit. And again, I think that Arsenal are kind of allowing them to grow into the game. That being said, they are doubling and tripling up on Saka. If we can get the ball quickly to the left side of the pitch, over to Trossard, Rice, and Capier, we should be able to create something. Timber's just gone over from a nudge from Gakpo, and that was very, very soft. Very, very. He's bought that foul a little bit. Might be a game for Marino, Stick Marino up top. Not going to lie. It looks like the only way we're going to get a goal is either on the counter attack or like an ugly, scrappy goal. And Marino loves a bit of that. Timber's fed the ball to Gyökeres. It's actually a good pass from Gyökeres. Timber, can you get that across the box? He can, but Gyökeres isn't in there because Gyökeres was obviously an unlucky from Declan Rice. That was good play from Gyökeres, to be fair. United fans had Ahmad in Saka conversations of Stoffel. Bro, a lot of United fans think that he's better. But I honestly think it's a question of style. Do you know what I mean? I think it's a question of style. I think that, you know, I think Garnacho gets people off their seats more than Saka, but he's not better. But he might be more exciting to watch. And if your team is devoid of attacking talent the way that Man United's team currently is, that's a great ball. That is a great ball. Can we get the shot away? That was a lovely ball. It's a lovely little ball around the corner, and Arsenal got in there to attack. That's not a foul, ref. Oh, the ref has bought a cheap free kick. The ref's bought a cheap free kick there. I think it's style. I think Man United, Man United are not a great side. So when they have somebody that's going to go and attack, it was Declan Rice as well. Saka probably should have took that shot the first time. When Declan Rice pops that ball through the legs, Saka just rasps that ball. I guess he's got Kirkes right on him. It's difficult, but we are watching Saka now, and Ahmad for me is better. If you feel like Ahmad's better, then that's fine. But right now, if top clubs in the world were looking for a right winger, Barcelona, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, I don't think any of them are taking Amad Diallo over Saka. But I feel like also a lot of Man United, because Man United is shit, Man United fans keep messaging me with random stuff that's meaningless to make themselves feel better. Do you know what I'm saying? And I think that sometimes this Amad Diallo conversation is one of those things. Do you know what I mean? We're shit, but at least Ahmad's better than Saka. Okay, sure. I don't think so, but okay, fine. If in 10 years' time you want to look back and say we were shit, but Ahmad Diallo was exciting, then fair enough. Again, Jeremy Frimpong just putting a speculative ball into the box. Two minutes of added time. Not a lot has happened. We might need Marina if it's going to get into put the ball in the box territory. I don't know that we should be one up. I'm not going to say we deserve to be one up, but we should have really tested the goalkeeper a bit more than we have. Sober's like doubling with Kirkes on the left. Yeah, this is it. I think Saka's a far superior player to Amad Diallo. I just think that Saka's been fed the perfect environment for a young winger. I'm not sure. Saka came into a team that finished 8th twice. So I don't know if that's the perfect environment. Do you know what I'm saying? It can't be Arsenal is shit and Arteta is shit, but Saka's in the perfect environment for a young winger. You can't have it both ways. If you put Ahmad in that position, I think it wouldn't be too different. I disagree. I think Saka's a far superior player to Ahmad. Saka's far more intelligent. Saka's far stronger. Ahmad's good. Ahmad is not a bad player at all. But Ahmad is a risk taker. He's direct. He might get us 5 more goals, but he might make us concede 5 more goals. For me, I think Saka's a lot safer, a lot more intelligent, barely makes mistakes. Do you know what I mean? Like I say, he's just not as direct and exciting. But I still think he's a better player, in my opinion. It's good football, and the ball's running a little bit too long. Again, this lovely football with Saka, Timber, and Saliba there. The thing that Ahmad, it's coming to halftime, and then we can discuss this Ahmad versus Saka thing because it keeps coming round time and time again. I just don't see it. I've never. Everything you guys are saying about Ahmad Diallo is fine. Like I get it, and I'm not saying he's bad. I've never heard of a top club being interested in signing Ahmad Diallo ever. And people are going to say, when's a top club wanted to sign Saka? Saka's at a high performing club. We haven't won the trophies, but obviously he's not going to leave a team that's finishing second and battling for trophies, right? And battling for top trophies. For Ahmad, half time, by the way, for Ahmad Diallo, Saka is more intelligent and experienced than Ahmad, but I prefer Ahmad. The thing is, I think that Ahmad would maybe be better than Saka in a different era. Maybe I think that the era that we're in doesn't reward direct attacking wingers. It really rewards ball retention. And ball retention, Saka's way better, way better. Like I say, Amad Diallo is exciting. No one's interested in signing Rodrigo. He's a top winger, arguably best in his position. Obviously, you're being stupid because obviously Rodrigo's at Real Madrid, but he's batting for top trophies. What I'm saying is that Manchester United finished 15th last year or 14th last year and lost the Europa League final. That's the kind of finish that people would normally go and raid that club. Let's go and get that player. Barcelona took Rashford on loan, and at no point did they try to look at getting Amad Diallo on loan. Do Barcelona are they still top of La Liga? They're top of La Liga. Barcelona are top of La Liga right now. Do you mean they weren't interested in Amad Diallo? They were interested in Rashford and them and Rashford. Nick, in a game like this where it's dead, you can't lie. You could do with a player like Amad. I agree with you, but I think that we have our own version of a direct winger in what would be Noni Madueke on the right hand side, Martinelli on the left hand side. They are our direct runners, and then Saka and Trossard are our more intelligent ball player, ball retention types. And you can see in a game like this, Martinelli might get us the ball, but if we lose the ball and because Liverpool are so good on the counter, normally they're maybe not so good today because the players they got on, but Martinelli would feel like a risk. Late on, when they start to push on, Martinelli will come on and push back against them, but it would be a question of when. I just think that I think Amad Diallo is good. Like I said, I don't think he's bad. I think Saka's been him and Salah have been the best two right wingers in the league over the last 5 years. I mean, Saka's been. People forget Saka's been in this team for 6 or 7 years. Like what people rate Saka for is his consistency. Do you know what I mean? It's not that. It's not the things that you rate Ahmad for his directness and his excitingness and stuff like all of that's great. But I don't know what top manager plays like that. It's not even that he's shit. It's just that they don't play that style of football. Who plays that style of football? Do you know what I mean? So where would he go? Do you know what I mean? Rashford fell out of favour. How many times have United board briefed that Ahmad is one of their key players in the squad alongside Maino, Euro, the young Gs? Yeah, but you're saying Maino, you're throwing Maino in there, but the last manager didn't even rate him. Do you know what I'm saying? A couple managers are not rated him. United will not sell Ahmad. That's why most clubs don't offer. Rashford's on 350k a week. It was positive for them to get rid of him, 100%. Enrique. I don't think that Amad Diallo is good enough to play for Enrique. I don't think Amad Diallo is better than Dembele or Barcola or Kvaratskhelia. I don't think he's that level. And maybe you man are right. Maybe he is that level, but he needs the right club to show it. Maybe you're right. But for me, I don't see him as that level yet. And I don't think I'm wrong for not seeing him as that level yet. I just don't see him as that level yet because he hasn't. You guys are telling me he hasn't shown it. You're saying you think he can be that level, like AT always says about Esteval. You're saying he can. You're saying Esteval's not a top winger yet, but he can get there. Just wait for him to show it. And I'm saying I think he can get there. I'm just waiting for him to show me. When he shows me, when Saka was coming through and he was playing really well before Ahmad and Estevan, whatever, and everyone is agreeing Saka was very, very good. Let's say 3 years ago, 3 years ago, yeah. People were saying Saka needs to show me in the Champions League. You can't be considered a top winger if you're not in the Champions. That's what people were saying about Saka. So I'm saying the same thing. I can't see Ahmad finishing 15th and not really doing much. Okay, granted he's playing wing back, and then be like, yeah, he's one of these top 5 in the world in his position. I can't see that, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? We see Saka do it for England, we see Saka do it in the Champions League, we see Saka do it against Real Madrid, we see Saka do it against Bayern. Now the trophies haven't come with that. I understand. You're saying it's the environment. I agree. I've said it 5,000 fucking times. I agree with you. It's the environment, but I can't judge it if I haven't seen it. How can I judge it if I ain't seen it yet? When I see it, I'll say, yeah, boom, yeah, that guy. You man were right about him. But as it stands now, I just can't see it. Do you know what I mean? I think Ahmad is similar to an early Ousmane Dembele. Nah. No. We're not doing this again. Ousmane Dembele back in the day, in the Monaco days, was a freak. Amad Diallo is not two-footed like Ousmane Dembele. Amad Diallo is not as skillful as Ousmane Dembele. Ousmane Dembele can dribble the ball and run at 100 miles an hour. Amad Diallo is not that. Amad Diallo can run. He's not slow. But Dembele was lightning. Like, he does that thing. Him and Mbappe both do it. I think Dembele is better, where he's lightning fast and stops dead, then lightning fast again. Amad Diallo cannot do that. Amad Diallo goes on both, and Dembele goes on both feet. I think Dembele is a better finisher than Amad Diallo. Amad Diallo gets goals because he gambles, but he's not as good a finisher as Dembele. Dembele is a wild chap. Dembele's a wild. Samson. You're basically saying that you think Amad Diallo is a future Ballon d'Or winner. Is that what you think, that he's a Ballon d'Or? Not now, but you think in the next 5 years he can win the Ballon d'Or. He can be the best player in the world and win the Ballon. I don't see him as that level. I don't ever see him as that level. I think he's the level below that. If you wanted to compare him to maybe a Rafinha, That might be closer. Do you know what I'm saying? But not Dembele. I'm not having that. He isn't at the moment. The game that this game is what I was saying earlier. Most of the man in the chat, there are 22 men out there, and nobody's looking even close to providing something special and even standing out. I hear you, and this goes for most of the league. I don't think that goes for most of the league, though. I really don't. If you look at the look at the games that were played on the weekend. There were mad, freakish scorelines on the weekend: 3-2s and 4-3s, and do you know what I mean? Like, you're saying that now because obviously Arsenal was battling for Liverpool's battling for a point. Arsenal's got a point to prove at home, etc. But on the weekend, Newcastle leads 4-3, or even yesterday, sorry, 2-2 with Burnley and thing, 3-2 Bournemouth, Tottenham, 2-1 Fulham, 3-0 Brentford. This is the only game this game week that you get, and this and Aston Villa versus Crystal Palace. And then you can say, oh, no one's really going for anything. That's not the case for every other game. Do you know what I mean? Like, why? What's going on? Ahmed is cooking for his country, can win AFCON. Yeah, I hear that. Yeah, still 0-0 AT. Max, sorry. I agree. That's why I said he needs to leave this shit club. I agree with all of that. I'm not saying he is. I'm saying he can build consistency. I think he's Nani at Man United at his yeah. Nani. I don't even know if he gets to Nani level. Maybe, yeah. Yeah. In my opinion, he's a tier 3 level baller. And his admittedly poor circumstances have created a what if. That's the thing, like in football, because you man support Man United, you're doing the what could have been. Like, because I support Arsenal, I could say, bro, imagine what Saka could have been if we kept Aubameyang and if we kept Emery and it. Bro, who cares? Like in football, are we doing what ifs, or are we assessing the player as the player is? What because we can't have it both ways. We can't have it both ways. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, what are we just to set? We could do this for every player. We could do this for every player, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Wilshere could have been that guy if blah 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 injuries. We could do this all day. Do you know what I'm saying? I just have to see it. Arsenal fans sat here and said, our team's got so much potential and we could win the league. And man just said, bro, when you win the league, chat to us. There's no point chatting to us when you ain't won the league. In 10 years, 20 years' time, we're not going to look back and say, remember that Arsenal team that nearly won the league that time? That's dead. Do you know what I'm saying? He's cool. Do you know what I'm saying? Tier 3 is me being generous. JJ Gabriel has potential. Who's that? Who you saying's got potential? If Texas, you can't have 3 man of the matches for your country and say tier 3. It depends on what. Nah, but you can. Son could be man of the match for South Korea all he wants, blood. Or Tim Cahill can be man of the match for Australia, and Chris Wood could be man of the match for New Zealand. They could still be tier 3 players. Do you know what I'm saying? Honestly. I'm Googling how many times Chris Wood has been man of the match. I'm really curious now. Okay, 0. Never mind. Chris Wood's never been man of the match before. Fair enough. I think Ahmed and Saka are 2 different players with 2 different styles. That's what I'm saying. I didn't say he will ever be as good as Saka, like other players are saying. I'm just talking about Ahmed alone. But a lot of man, you can see it in the chat. I'm not even chatting shit. A lot of some United fans are saying he's better than Saka now. They think he's better than Saka now. They're not even saying they think he could be better than Saka. Like AT says he thinks Esteval in the future will be better than Saka. United fans are saying they think he's better than Saka right now. Do you know what I mean? But I think that there's an argument for that if you are taking Amad Diallo's best period of football and you're taking Saka's worst period of football and then you're comparing them. Do you know what I mean? Saka is probably playing, you would say, in the last couple of months. And he's still not playing awfully, by the way. He's still contributing. He's still, you know what I mean? Obviously, some of them are own goals, but he's still getting assists and creating and stuff like that. But this beginning part of this season has probably been Saka's worst period of football. And he's still not bad and is at the top of the table, heavily contributing to a team that's at the top of the table and at the top of the new format of the Champions League. And this is not a good Bukayo Saka that we're seeing at this moment in time. Tier 3 is me trying to be generous. Facts. A man could be man of the man could be man of the match for Jamaica, playing against Curacao and Haiti. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that's just what it is. Saka is mid now though. I mean, he would get into your team. How could he be mid? Right now, if Liverpool or Man City could get Saka for say 30 million, would they sign him for 30 million if they could? Salah's leaving at the end of the season, and Man City need a right winger. Would they sign him? I think both Liverpool and Man City, if they could and they had the opportunity, would sign Saka. So how could he be mid? He gets into most teams in the world. There are only a few teams in the world that he wouldn't get into. There's maybe 5 football teams on the planet that he wouldn't get into at right wing. How can you say he's mid? That's the point I'm trying to make. But I'm just saying. What I'm saying is if he's mid, they just wouldn't sign him. There's players, but they just wouldn't sign him. See what I'm saying? Gabriel Jesus, Liverpool and Man City would not sign him. Even if he's free, they wouldn't sign him because he's not the level that they want for a 9. But how can a player be mid if they would sign him? Do you know what I'm saying? Every team in the world would sign him. There's not 5 teams in the world that wouldn't take him. Unless there's a team that have got elite right wingers, they're not taking him. Ahmad is a player who you play for creative maverick like football, and Saka is a workhorse, effective IQ and ability to be creative because of his IQ. I think the fact that Saka started as a wing back for a start, I know Ahmad's playing wing back now. Saka's better defensively than Amad Diallo. Saka is, like we said already, better IQ. He's a lot bigger, stature-wise. He's a lot bigger and stronger. I think that a lot of people are underestimating how difficult it would be to move Saka off the ball. I think Amad Diallo gets moved off the ball a lot easier. Bruno gets links to big clubs all the time, but he's actually shit. What big club has Bruno been linked to in the last 2 years? 2 or 3 years. I really don't know. All I've heard of Bruno for the last couple of years is that he's been linked to Saudi. I've not heard of Bruno being linked to Bayern, Barca, or Real Madrid. Ever. In the whole time he's been at Man United. Maybe his first 2 seasons. In the last 3 or 4 years, I've not heard of Bruno being linked to big clubs. When? What big club? When did PSG ever want Bruno? What big clubs? Name them. Send me the link in the chat of the news article with a credible source that said a big club was looking at Bruno Fernandes. I've never seen it. Never in my life. Samson just described PSG's front 4 attack. Ahmad would ball out there. Okay. And Ahmad staying at Man United for what reason then? He just made that one up. Man, just I said Bruno gets linked to big clubs. Big clubs. Bruno. I don't know, man. I think Ahmad is way too experienced. He needs to play in some big games. I think Ahmad, yeah. Like I say, in a couple of in 2-3 years' time, you man might come back to me and say, haha, look, Nick, you don't know what you're talking about. Blah 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 blah. Do you know what I'm saying? But in my opinion, I just personally do not see it. That's all I feel is that I don't see it. Do you know what I mean? Without Googling, right? Type in the chat right now, just a number. We hear all the Barca and Real, not recent, they used to. Come on, man. Type in the chat what do you think the age difference is between Saka and Amad Diallo based on watching them play? Don't Google it. What do you think the age difference is? We're getting into the second half. Come on, Arsenal. We need goals. We need goals. Because I actually feel like this is one of the first times I've watched Liverpool and felt like we could put them away. And when I say put them away, like Max said, like 3. Everyone else, don't Google it. If you take more than 3 minutes, I'm going to know that you Googled it. Don't Google it. How much age difference do you think is there between Saka and, because man are talking about Saka's mid now and just let Ahmad get some more experience. What age difference do you think there is between these two players? Liverpool starting going to look like they're going to come out and press a little bit higher. 2 year 80 said 2 years difference. Samson said 5 years in football. He's doing the Jose Mourinho thing. I see what you're doing, Samson. I hear it. Saka is 24 and turns 25 in September, and Amad Diallo is 23 and turns 24 this year. Turns 24 in July. There's only not even 1 year's difference between these two players. So this idea that, just like one of them we're saying he's past his best, he's past his peak, he's finished, and the other one we're saying just give him time. Do you see how, from an Arsenal perspective, that sounds like an unfair? Do you know what I mean? Why is one give him time, and why is one he's already past his best, he's mid now? Do you know what I mean? It's like one, but Ahmad tries more stuff than Saka just passing to his fullback. Yeah, and Saka passing to his fullback's got on top of the league. I mean, who cares about trying stuff? Dwight McNeil tries lots of stuff. Are we basing players on success, or are we basing players on who tries the most stuff? What are these metrics that we're? Do you mean Adel Tarab in pro football? Adel Tarab, everyone loves him. Everyone, his streets will never forget. Adel Tarab, in terms of top level Premier League football, was fucking trash. He was very pretty. He had lots of like good touches, and we see the same five nutmegs on replay all the time. He could not play for a top side. He couldn't. Didn't have the discipline. There's no point saying Adel Tarab would have done this. He would have killed it, but he didn't have the discipline. If he didn't have the discipline, then he, by definition, wouldn't have killed it. Then he was fucking shit. Then, do you know what I mean? Like, what are we doing? Saka is good, but he's absolutely nowhere. What you man make him out to be? I don't make him out to be anything. I think that in the last 3 or 4 years, he's been top. I don't know if there's been a better right winger other than Salah. Do you know what I mean? Liverpool's starting to come out, by the way, and attack a lot more. Is that Verts in the box? Great feet, and I think it's Erdegaard that just gets the little tackle away. Gabriel trying to pick Verts up, and Verts is such a fucking bitch. Gabriel's trying to pick him up, and he's just throwing himself on the floor. Is that not a pen? For what? What for? It's more of wear and tear argument, like in boxing. 5 or 7 years at the very top is a long time. You might only be 30. Yeah, I agree. How could that be a penalty? He has thrown himself on the floor. You think Saka's already past his peak? I disagree, but we'll see. I think it was Trossard that got that little tackle in. It's going to be interesting to see how much Liverpool go for this. VAR says no penalty. If Liverpool go for this, there's a better chance of Arsenal scoring, but we're going to have to try and get Gyökeres into the game a bit more. Or he's going to have to try and get himself into the game a bit more, because, either he's going to have to, come to the edge of the box and try and receive the ball and create something, because the game is passing him by. And that's exactly what I want to see. Like, he just dropped in and popped that ball out to Hincapié. That was really good. Now Hincapié is being marked. What is Konate doing? Why is Konate moving like a bodyguard? Like, what are you doing, bro? That was a good touch from Gyökeres, though. Knocked it out wide for Hincapié to run onto. That's what I want to see more of from him. But once he releases it, he's got to spin and get back on it and be ready to get himself into an attacking position. I'm not sure about Gyökeres against these centre backs, because they do have a bit of. It's not even like a technical football thing, but they've got a bit of arsehole about them. Do you know what I'm saying? I think that they can bully him a little bit. He has to step up and fight back a little bit. And I'm not really seeing that from him at this point. It's a good ball in from Liverpool. Or when it's just rolled out. What happened to attacking aura? Bro, it died, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Nah, it ain't died, because he just, to be fair, he just played a good pass. He did just play a good pass to Hincapié, but I'm just looking at like when Nkapia was battling with Frimpong, the way that Konate just come over and pushed him off and all that kind of stuff, yeah. And I just feel like if he does that to Gyökeres, I don't see Gyökeres responding, bro. I just feel like he'll go into a shell, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? Like on a level, I feel like you know certain man you play football with. I feel like you can bully these men. Like certain man are just bullyable, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And for a bully boy number 9, do you know what I'm saying? You're not moving like I don't know, bro. On a big man thing, I didn't even think that we were signing like a techie baller. Like I just thought we were signing Diego Costa. Like I'd have been happy with that. Like I just thought this team's technical. We got a good team. We play some good stuff. We just need a bastard up top. Like we just need someone who's a dickhead. Like do you know what I mean? And this guy is just too nice, bro. It's not even an Arsenal thing. Like I rate Jesus highly. If he could stay fit, it would be a massive upgrade. Um, yeah, I do think we need different nines for different situations, though. Why are we taking so long to release that ball? Come on. In classic Arsenal fashion, we're just playing the game a step too slow. Verts is fucking trash as well. Like, I got a feeling this guy's gonna score against us. Well, he's so doo doo. Like, bro, Rand said Kanate carried Virgil because Virgil set his standard so high. I think it's similar to Saka. Like, because he set his standard so high when he was like kind of breaking out. Do you know what I'm saying? It's one of them ones. Like, when you don't hit that standard, it's like, yeah, you're shit now. But Virgil was never shit. He just wasn't at the standard that he was previously. Havertz is Gyökeres premium. I think that's revisionism. I really do. Havertz Havertz is better at some things, but we've seen Havertz have howlers and miss clear open goals, and we've seen Havertz have some real stinkers. I mean, because we've missed him, and I miss him, and I want to see him back as well. Man are doing revisionism and over gassing how good he was at that time. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it does look like Frimpong's changed sides actually. So Frimpong coming forwards here, and Capier's chased him all the way. Frimpong. I don't know why he didn't look to shoot there, bro. We'll see in it because I mean I don't know. The last time I saw Havertz play against you, man, he bagged the goal and he was celebrating. So I don't know. It's actually boring thing. The first season you challenged for the league, you remember really entertaining. That was Saka's best season. I'd agree with that. If you played like that, I wouldn't diss you about anything. But the thing is, it don't matter, innit? If we win the league and we haven't won it yet, we're 18 games away from the end of the season. But if we win it, it don't matter. Do you know what I'm saying? We've seen Liverpool win the league with a team not performing as well as a team. We've seen Liverpool win the league performing not as good as when they haven't won the league. Do you know what I mean? Not the first time when they won it under under Klopp, but when they won it under Slot last year, that wasn't their best football necessarily. Do you know what I mean? But it is what it is. Again, look, Gyökeres against Kanate. I just want to see a bit more aggression from Gyökeres, a bit more intent. Game turning into a bit too much of a basketball game at the moment. It's just back and forth. No one can really hold the ball. Both teams kind of pressing each other. I think Jesus is decent, but Nick overgasses it. I definitely don't overgas it because I don't even say he's amazing. All I said is I'm happy for him to be back. He had an injury that would sometimes just end somebody's career. So I just, because I support Arsenal, I'm just happy that he's back. Do you know what I'm saying? Havertz's poor performances are Gyökeres' bright moments. I hear what you're saying. I hear you. Havertz definitely offers a little bit more. He does offer more. Can't cap. Frimpong back on the right hand side again. I wonder why they don't switch him to the left. I really think he'd be better on the left. He'd be more of a threat. But then again, he'd be up against Timber, I guess. Nkapia makes a run forwards, but he's not used. Trossard, can we find a shot? Oh, that is a horrible touch from Zubamendi. The ball was going to Saka as well. Oh, bruv. That's what we need. Mac, I hope you're in the chat because your boy Trossard nearly did it. Your boy Trossard nearly did it. I didn't think this was going to be a high scoring game either, you know. I really didn't. I predicted 2-1. Bro, I jumped up and I was celebrating because my boy come back from injury, bro. Can I not celebrate a man coming back from an injury, bro? You man are miserable, you know. You man are very miserable. Mars Lewis Skelly red card coming up. You know what? You might not even be wrong. You might not even be wrong. Or Miles Lewis Skelly such a gamble. Do you know what I mean? He is such a gamble, isn't he? Because he could. I wonder if Frimpong thinks I can run him a little bit more. Do you know what I'm saying? Ain't no nearly, bro. Give it 20 minutes. Watch him bag one. But do you see the pass? He just tried to play a pass across the 18-yard box to Saka, and Zubamendi just got in the way. Lewis Skelly could easily screw us over here, but he could also like. Lewis Skelly could also like. Do you know what I mean? Dubs through their defense and create something. Do you know what I mean? Moving like Jesus, like Shane moves with Devin, bro. Not even, bro. Not even. Like the thing is, I said I want when Jesus was injured, I said when he comes back, he's bagging a goal, and then he came back. He nearly bagged on his first game back, and then he actually bagged on his second game back. So I was right. Man can say what they want to say, but I was actually right. So that's just what it is. Do you know what I'm saying? Straight away, ball over the top for Frimpong. Great tackle from Saliba. I think Wanyeri looks like he's going to go out on loan. I think he needs physical development, Wanyeri. He just looks too small for me at the moment. Pause. But I'd love to see him with a loan spell in the Prem. Hey, man, I've got to grow up, you know. Bro, if Jesus comes off the bench and gives us a brace, he's the original Jesus, blood. I'm telling you, bro. That's what it is. Yeah, you, Mac. Yeah, you, blood. Grow up, man. Get your mind out the gutter, blood. Frimpong standing up Lewis Skelly. There he is. Tries to run him. He does run him straight away. That's going to give Frimpong big confidence because he's actually been able to do that and get that ball across. Kai Senat pissing me off on the right. He's limited, bro, but he's going to have more joy now against Lewis Skelly. He's going to have more joy against Lewis Skelly. Once he dubs him there, that's it. He knew he could. He knew. Gyökeres is pressing and movement is awful, bro. He just don't even look like he's in shape. Big man, he looks like 4 in Avengers Endgame, blood. Because we've got Erdegaard coming out of the 10 position to do his pressing for him. Look here, look, Verts is there, pressing. Pause. For the first time, Arsenal are camped back in their box. Yeah, I can't lie. Brian Mbomo's dead, so I'm not even really worried about that. But yeah, cool. Say no more, man. Whatever makes you man happy. Liverpool just playing some very zippy passes. Good defending from Timber. Love that. It's nearly time for Martinelli, I think, because it looks like Arsenal's going to have to get them on the counter. Gyökeres might be worse than Shesko for me. And Mbuemo's dead. Saka hasn't scored in 20 league goals like Mbuemo. Hasn't scored 20 Prem goals like Mbuemo. I'm happy for you, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? And Mbuemo's better than Saka. Ahmad's better than Saka. Sesko's better than Gyökeres. Yeah, all of that, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? All of that. You're right, man. Bruno's better than Odegaard. All your players are better than us, bro. All of them. Good tackle. Oh, we've given away a silly free kick, Zubamendi. Bro, I'm telling you what your fans say to me. Why are you saying don't do that? This is what your fans say. Your fans regularly say that Bruno's better than Odegaard. I regularly hear Man United fans say that. Man said he's no Saka. Brian Mbeumo's overrated. 100%. 100%. Your foundation is way better than ours. What's our foundation? What do you mean our foundation is better than yours? What do you mean? Like what's our foundation? Explain. So Boslai's trying to go for another just killer free kick because it feels like a similar angle to the last free kick. Yeah. Let's keep it that way. Let's keep that free kick just like that, as in midfield and defense. No, I agree, but I'm just saying your fans do say that Bruno is better than Odegaard, which I don't think that he is. What else have I heard them say? To be fair, I don't really hear anyone say that your defense is better than ours. No one really argues that. But when you first signed Lenny Yoro, your fans are saying we signed the new Saliba. He's like, do you know what I mean, an up and coming young centre back known in Europe, etc., etc. Like this is the new Saliba. That's what your fans are saying, and it could turn out to be that because the early days for Euro still, but so far it don't look like that. Long ball over the top, gone to Frimpong. Frimpong up against Lewis Skelly. This is the battle I was worried about. Frimpong actually tries to cut it back that time. See, this is what I'm saying, bro. That's the one I said even before the game. Even Frimpong against Hincapie, I said that's the place I'm most worried about. So Boz live with the strike. Come on, we're gonna. That's what I mean. Saka's tried to play the ball into Gyökeres, and Konate's just nicked from behind him and got the tackle in. And Gyökeres has not battled him for the ball. Like, I need you to be stronger there, bro, and be aggressive and be a bastard, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? He's just letting it happen too easy. Way too easy, in my opinion. And Buemo and Cunha would significantly improve your attack. You can't even lie. I'm just not interested in Mbuemo. Like, that's just my personal opinion. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm glad you man are happy. I'm just not interested in him. It's a great tackle from Lewis Skelly. Oh, no, it wasn't Lewis Skelly, to be fair. It's Gabriel. On come Martinelli and Jesus. And like I said, I thought this game was crying out for Martinelli. Just once, not from the beginning, but once Liverpool start to attack, that's when we can hit on the counter. Liverpool feel like there's something there for them. We need the legs of Martinelli and Gyökeres. To be honest, yeah, he wasn't great today. He was not great. I can't even defend it, blood. He weren't great, blood. I thought he was gonna do something. He just wasn't great, bro. But yeah, two Europeans off, two Brazilians on, and like I said, bro, this for me is just a performance where I feel like Gyökeres just feels sorry for himself, bro. He just feels sorry for himself. Do you know what I mean? Like, Gabriel Jesus doing well. I remember that quote from Roy Keane. And Frimpong's in behind again. Yeah, Lewis Skelly defensively is a liability here. I'm not gonna lie. I think about that quote from from Roy Keane where he says sometimes I might run about and just kick someone to feel better about my game. I'm like, bro, that's what I want to see from Gyökeres. Like at least for me, you've got to be. To be fair, Frimpong is rapid. Like because Lewis Skelly's not slow, but Frimpong is rapid, bruv. He is rapid. But if I'm Gyökeres, you're not getting a lot of great clear cut chances and stuff like that. You got to go and get yourself involved. You've got. I'm not seeing you demanding the ball. I'm not seeing you demanding the ball. I'm not seeing you get a yellow card. I'm not seeing you smash into the centre back. I'm not seeing any of that stuff. Do you know what I mean? If I see Gyökeres play 64 minutes and 8 touches, like Mustafa said, if I see Gyökeres play 65 minutes and he don't get a goal and he don't get an assist, but he's running, he's pressing, he's bullying, he flies into a challenge with the centre back, he gets himself a yellow card, he's doing stuff, then cool. Like I've seen something. Do you know what I'm saying? Today, I've just not even seen anything. Like he's not done. We've basically played with a man down. It's pretty much like, do you know what I mean? He's just not contributing to the team in any way. And then his body language is like he feels sorry for himself. Do you know what I mean? His body language is still like, Martinelli's gone down in the box. That looks like it's painful. It didn't look like a penalty though. It just looked like he's gone down just because he's gone down. See what I mean? Like, look, Jesus is just clattering into man, bruv, to try and stop the game because Martinelli's down injured. So Jesus is just trying to foul the man, blood. He just don't give a fuck. Do you know what I mean? That's what you got to do sometimes. Do you know what I mean? They're not going to stop for us because we didn't stop for them. So they're not going to stop for us. And the game is getting more aggressive. Saka's gone down and that one's a head injury. Now we've got 2 players down. And then we go, the ref stops that one. Samson said Brian Mbeumo has been okay, but Cunha has been poor. He'd have to overhaul his entire style to perform better. I just don't. I'm just assuming you say you don't think that's possible for Gyökeres. I agree. So waste. To be fair, they did kick the ball in Saka's face. I don't know if he's wasting time. They did blast the ball in his face, but man, try call a yellow card, call for a handball for that blood. Man, kick the ball in man's face. It's calling for a handball, blood. What's man doing? Honestly. I think if I'm Arteta and all my strikers are match ready, Gyökeres is my third choice. Probably. But I do think, I'm just saying, as an Arsenal fan, I do think that we have seen Havertz be fucking shite. Like, as bad as this or worse at times. Not when Havertz is on a roll and he's playing well, obviously he's way better. Do you know what I mean? But we've seen him be a fucking nightmare. We've seen him be awful. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, fourth choice with Marino. Marino's a player though. Like saying he's not as good as Marino is not even a diss. It used to be a diss. It used to be a diss. It used to be like, right, you're taking the piss. It's not even a diss right now because Marino's actually a baller. Like, let's be real. What are these man crying about, bro? The key difference is you see Havertz be shit with Gyökeres. You forget he's playing. That's true, but Gyökeres don't lose us games. I've seen Havertz lose us games. Do you know what I'm saying? I've seen him lose us games, bro. Gyökeres is like we're just practicing being down to 10 men for when someone gets a red card. Blood. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what it's like. Big man thing. I don't know what it is with him. I don't know if it's coaching or what it is because he still starts. Do you know what I mean? He still gets minutes, but I guess the other man are injured. But I feel like we might have been better off starting Marino today. Honestly, we really might have been better off starting Marino up top. We still got Noni Madueke on the bench as well. And again, they go long diagonal ball from Virgil over to Frimpong. They're going to keep looking for Frimpong. They know that's the area. They know that's the area. Frimpong over, bro. Your ball, I'm bored, bro. Facts. It would have been too perfect for us to beat these guys, to just like beat these guys badly. Like it just would have been too perfect, bro. Arsenal can't have everything. Other man to drop points. Do you know what I'm saying? Madueke in an Arsenal shirt hasn't been bad though. I hear what you're saying. Over the course of his career, fair enough, innit? Like, but in an Arsenal shirt, based on what we've seen, he's not been bad. He's actually not been bad, especially in Europe. He's been decent for us. Do you know what I mean? Well, brilliant from Rice, as it normally is. Get there first. Lovely from. That's what I'm saying. Look, Gabriel Jesus is obviously not stronger than Kanate. Kanate is stronger than Jesus, but Gabriel Jesus is still battling to win that ball, and in battling to win that ball, he wins the flick on. You know what I'm saying, and then obviously there's a foul, so the ball gets overturned. But at least he's battling. I don't even see Gyökeres battle, bro. And Gyökeres is bigger and stronger than Jesus. He's got that attribute. Like, I'm not asking Gyökeres to do things that he shouldn't be able to do. I'm not asking him to drop into the midfield and dictate play because that's not his game. Do you know what I'm saying? But I'm asking him, he's big and strong. He's got the physical attributes. I'm asking him to just use those physical attributes that he has. Do you know what I'm saying? And they just don't even want to use them. 72 minutes in, last 20 minutes now. Game's kind of lulling, yeah, but I don't want. This happened last time against Liverpool. And then it was just a bullet free kick that killed us. Like, we can't have that, especially not here at home. Do you know what I mean? We've got to go for this. And to be fair, Arteta's made good attacking subs. We've got to keep making it happen. Now crosses go into the box, by the way. Crosses were not going into the box like that when Gyökeres is on the pitch. Great feat from Jesus. Saka goes down in the box, but I don't think that's a penalty. Not for me. Keep that ball alive. Keep it alive. That's good play from Martinelli. It's really good play from Martinelli. What the fuck is Skelly doing, bro? What is Skelly doing, bro? When Skelly come into the team, I thought this guy was a real gunman, you know, and he's just dropped off massively, bro. He's just half asleep, defensively and offensively. He's asleep, bro. Now, man, never get bored of watching my team play football, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? Man, never get bored of watching my team play football. Well, not never, because I'm bored now. But you understand what I'm saying, blood? Fuck's sake, man. We cannot let this slip away. And I don't want to draw. It's not even like, oh, it's a good point. It's Liverpool. I don't want that, bro. We're at home. We are at home, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Man are saying the stream's more entertaining than the football, blood. What's going on here? It's a good tackle from Liverpool. And again, Frimpong they go to. Can Frimpong not pass? Like, he's not a great passer, is he? He's just got pace, but he can't pass the ball. The opportunities to counter are there, but we don't look sharp right now. That's the thing. Like, even Martinelli, like, he ain't done anything wrong. He's been good since he's come on, don't get me wrong. But like, he's not a great tech man. Do you know what I'm saying? He plays better off instinct. Do you know what I mean? So we have to counter fast and just if he has too much time to think about the finish, he'll put it over. If he don't, he's not thinking about it, he's on autopilot, he can bag. We've got to get him in that position to be there to counter. He's got the legs. Do you know what I mean? 5-10 more minutes, we might need Noni Madueke on. Lewis Skelly again beaten by Frimpong. Frimpong with a cross. Sobos live and he skies it. And to be fair, that time Martinelli got to tackle him, but he just rode the challenge. Frimpong did just ride the challenge really well. Bro, Lewis Skelly's making Frimpong look good. Like look how shit Frimpong looked when he was up against Hincapié. Do you know what I'm saying? Now he looks like their main danger man, bro. And now we're doing this thing that we do where we play it across the back four. Why? No, Lewis Skelly's pissing me off, bro. He's just passed the ball into the midfield with nobody there, no communication, no nothing. AT, what's next? United fans would take Simeone. Man don't even care about that right now, AT, blood. But you man can answer still. I don't know who these United fans want, blood. Ollie at the wheel, vibes FC, blood. Just beat Man City. That's all I care about, bro. That Real Madrid game gassed him, you know. You know that one Wilshere game that he played against Barcelona and everyone talks about it for 20 years, but that's this, bro. On a level, like that's that Lewis Skelly Real Madrid game. Our midfield needs to get on the ball. That's a poor cross. We get that goal kick. Don Carlo, do you think you can get Don Carlo? And here comes Madueke. Madueke and Eze coming on. This is good though. This is attacking football. Do you know what I'm saying? Like Arteta's making the attacking changes. This is what I'm saying, AT. I did last season, bro. Last season, he was doing things, bro. Like he was actually moving. He was doing. Obviously, we know he's not a natural defender in it. Like he's like a Ainsley Maitland-Niles. We know he's not a natural defender. That's never going to be the best part of his game. But he could get on the ball. He could be physically strong. He could drive the ball and carry it forwards. He was getting himself goals. Like he was doing things, bro. Now I think he's good as well. But I've seen maybe he's not playing enough to keep him fresh. But a couple of times he's come off the bench and he's looked shit, bro. I thought he's good. Do you know what I'm saying? But the last couple of times he's come off the bench, he's looked shit. I don't know what's going on. Maybe he's not being used enough. And he's not warm, bro. I don't know. We're just knocking the ball about at the back, and it looks like we're trying to set a trap. We want Liverpool to overcommit. Great ball forwards. Noni Madueke gets to the byline. Could you find that final ball? That's a great ball in the box. That's a great ball. But again, there's no number 9. We've signed a number 9 in Gyökeres, but obviously we haven't signed the right number 9 because opportunities like that from Noni Madueke is exactly the problem we had last season. And whoever, to be fair, Timber got brought down in the box. Timber did get brought down. Maybe if Timber stays on his feet and doesn't get brought down, maybe he receives that. But even if Gyökeres is on the pitch, I don't feel like, oh, if Gyökeres is on the pitch, he gets that. I don't feel that way. But bro, he was sharing that position with Calafiori last season. Yeah, I think that his attitude might be like he might feel slightly disrespected because we agree. You rate him, I rate him. We agree. Last season he had a good season, right? Sharing that position with Calafiori. Then the manager signed a new left back, so he probably thinking, "Raw, like you taking a piss." Another Liverpool free kick in a dangerous area here. This is nerve wracking. Yeah, I think that he could feel pissed off, bro. You've gone and smashed it in the Champions League against Real Madrid, and you bossed it from left back, and then now you're signing another left back, like. And when Calafiori gets injured, you don't bring me in. You probably told me. You probably told him, "Oh, nah, but I'm signing Hincapié for like left centre back in it. It's for Gabriel cover." But then when Calafiori's got injured, you ain't brought me in. You brought in Hincapié. Now when Hincapié is injured, now you're trying to bring me in. That's a disrespect. Another Soboslai free kick. We know he's capable from here. This would be a fucking nightmare. How many times is this motherfucker gonna move the ball, blood? Less of the Ouija board, bro. Just hit the shot. It's better than the last one, but Soboslai's been kind of dead from open play. But obviously he's got that free kick in him. He's got that ability. Same old Arsenal struggling against the big six. What do you, bro? We've got a good record against the big six. We just beat Spurs like 4-1 the other day. Not only is Lewis Skelly not playing that well, but Lewis Skelly and Zubamendi combined is a terrible, terrible combination to be playing together on that side. Jesus tried to ting. Oh, that's never a foul. Never a foul. They are the big six. Who's the big six then? Write six names down. Write six names down then, Mac. What are you talking about? Especially at home. We do well against the big six at home. We might struggle with the big six on the road, but it's been a long time since we've lost to a big six team at home. And these are now the real tense moments for Arsenal because they've put all their attacking players on the pitch. Do you know what I mean? So from Arteta's perspective, he's going to start getting tetchy. He just got a yellow card, and I hear it because there's nothing he can do now. It's now down to the players. And if the players haven't shown the initiative so far, there's not a lot to go on to make you feel like they're going to show the initiative in the next 7 minutes of regulatory time. Do you know what I mean? He's done it. He's put on two new wingers, a new number 10, a new number 9. It's now for this team to go and win the game. We've got to be more. We're not even playing with like belief. We're playing like we're happy with a point. If and Liverpool would get, it's the same as the last Liverpool game. They were there for the taking. It seemed like we were happy with a point, and at a certain point in the game, you realised actually they're there. We can win this game, but we didn't step on the gas. Do you know what I mean? It's a great turn from Lewis Skelly. Finds Martinelli. Oh, it's a terrible cross to the back post. It's offside. Who's that yellow card for? Oh, one of the Liverpool man. Come on, Arsenal. This is where league titles can be won. I'm not saying this is where they are won, but this is where they can be won. We need a moment here. You know, we should be, you know, for me, Arteta's tried to approach this game like a cup final. What did he just say? What did the commentator just say? Oh, that's poor. That's poor. This is where people start calling Arsenal bottlers because Man City drew and they dropped points, but they tried. They really went for the game and then they ended up dropping points. We've not gone for this game. We've not attacked this game. We've allowed this game to just sort of happen. I'm not seeing that intensity of actually, these are the games that could win us Premier League titles. These are the games. I'm not seeing it. It's really good from Timber. Timber's been solid. Timber's been very, very solid. Rice has gone a little bit quiet, just a little bit quiet. Zubimendi's telling Raya to go long, but there's not a lot to go long to aim at. You probably want to go long when you've got Gyökeres on the pitch rather than Jesus or Martinelli. And again, yeah, and that's what's happened. We've gone long and we've immediately, and it's just gone straight to Van Dijk. We've gone long and it's gone straight to Van Dijk. And now Liverpool get themselves a free kick and they're on the attack. The confidence is draining out of the team. This here is where it looks like Arsenal can bottle Premier Leagues because you're going long with no one even competing for the ball, but then there's no one coming short and saying, "Give me the ball, let's play short, let's play it out." Who's giving, you know, if you're David Raya, who's giving you a solution to this problem? Who's going to come up with the solution? I'm not seeing it. It looks like they're both kind of preparing for let's just get out of it with a point. Saliba coming forwards. Poor again. And Madueke's just allowed Kirkes to come bombing forwards. I don't even know if Eze's had a touch on the ball yet. These are the games where the squad depth matters. Jesus, you've come on the pitch. Martinelli, you've come on the pitch. Eze, you've come on the pitch. Madueke, show me something. Someone show me something. We go long, they pick it up. You know what I mean? They're pressing us up high. They know. They're the ones playing like they believe that they can get a goal more than us. We did it long last time, it didn't work. So we're going to go short again this time. The midfield is non-existent here. The midfield is pretty much non-existent. This is a shit performance. We cannot win Premier Leagues like this, boys. We cannot win Premier Leagues like this. All right, who's stepping up and taking responsibility? Who's doing that? Oh, that's a yellow card. What the fuck? What was that? Yellow for McAllister. Eze just rolled him. Come on, Arsenal, bro. Look, it's the whole world against Arsenal. Rice is coming forwards. He's looking for options. There's nothing for him. Martinelli's got the ball out wide. Again, nothing for him either. He's just completely stranded on his own. Where's the movement? They're in white. Just pretend that they are Tottenham. Come on, pretend they're Tottenham. Eze. 4 minutes added. At least there's a chance on goal. Bloody hell. Let's go for this, boys. Come on, let's go for this. Let's work. Let's work for it. Martinelli nutmegs Conor Bradley. Oh, it's a decent cross as well. The thing is, we're starting to play and put balls into the 6 yard box the way that we should have when Gyökeres was on the pitch. But Gyökeres isn't on the pitch now. Do you know what I mean? We don't have a number 9 to aim for. So we don't look like a team trying to win the Premier League. Now, we just had a shot on goal, though, no? From the header. Good strength for Martinelli. Martinelli's been okay. And Jesus. Frustrating. Jesus is good, but he's not physically stronger than Kanate, is he? Do you know what I'm saying? But we've got to get bodies around him. We've got once Martinelli's playing that ball into Jesus, who's around him? He's supposed to just pop that ball off. This is what I'm talking about. The number 9 is going to occupy space. We know that Kanate's tight on Jesus. Just pop that ball off. Someone else can get the shot away. Come on. We're not playing like we even believe it. Do you know what I mean? It's easier to put balls in the box when you have a striker putting pressure on the defenders, which opens up the space for wingers. Yeah, I hear you. But even now, when we've got the ball in wide positions, not even when there's somebody in there pressing necessarily, when we're in wide positions, we're putting the ball into the box a lot more. I think it's partly the fact that Saka and Conor Bradley's just gone down. That looks painful. That looks painful. That's under his own steam. That doesn't look good. What are we doing? What the hell are we doing? What are we doing? Noni Madueke is just laughing. That didn't look good from Bradley, though. To be fair, that didn't look good. That looked bad. Because that's just completely. It looked like something popped completely under his own steam. And I do think Martinelli's wrong. I think Martinelli's wrong there. I think Martinelli's wrong to try and push him off. To try and push Conor Bradley off the pitch. I think it's because of the striker's pressure go more narrow. And I think it's because the wingers we had on before were wingers that look for goal. I think that Saka looks for goal and Trossard looks for goal, whereas I think Martinelli and Madueke might look for crosses a bit more. I don't know. Martinelli's in the wrong there. Do you know what I mean? He's down injured and he's trying to shuffle him off the pitch. He is Martinelli's definitely in the wrong there. Shouldn't be doing that, especially because if that is a serious injury, you don't want to be going and making that injury worse. Because it's not like Conor Bradley's just killing time. He legit popped something. You could see that. Yeah, look, he's on a stretcher and everything. I said it straight away, didn't I? I said that don't look good. But doesn't look good. There was no one around him. There was no contact. He just popped something on his own, under his own steam. Come on, Arsenal, be bastards here. We can't be playing with the ball at the back, boys. Let's get on the attack. Come on. Let's get on the attack. Good touch from Jesus. Come on, one chance. Let's test the keeper at least. Let's test him. Run at them. Run at them. Run at them. Defensively, these men are not the best. Put it on them. Put that ball in the box. We need to put that ball in the... There's not even anyone in the box. Jesus is all the way out on the edge of the box. We'll take the corner. Could we do it? Could we? Imagine. Noni's corners aren't the best, though. I'm trying to reverse judge the ting, blood. Noni's corners aren't normally the best. Oh, it's not the best corner to the back post. Oh, it's just wide. It's just wide. And that was it. That was the last one. That was the last one. That was the last one. That wasn't good. That wasn't good. That just wasn't a good performance. And for me, I don't think that, we're 6 points ahead. Do you know what I'm saying? We're 6 points ahead. We're still in a good place. It's okay. But that Martinelli thing with Conor Bradley, I think, sums it up really. You know what I mean? Like the team, again, it's in the same place every year. People say it to us all the time. The team don't look like they believe they can win the league. They don't look like they believe it. Do you know what I mean? They got really exercised when there was a corner right at the end. Right at the end, there was a corner, and it's like, yo, wow, corner. Let's get active. Do you know what I'm saying? But before that, where was the intensity before that? Jesus has come on. I saw Man United celebrating Darren Fletcher for bringing on attacking players and saying he's going for the game. To be fair to Arteta, he changed the entire front four and brought a whole new front four. Madueke, other than the corner, what did you do? Martinelli was involved a bit. Jesus was involved a bit. I thought Gyökeres was poor. This is probably the worst game I've seen from Gyökeres. This is probably the worst game I've seen from Gyökeres. Gyökeres has rival fans looking for reasons to hate him, and he has Arsenal fans looking for reasons to back him. And when he does anything, any little ball hold up play or any of that kind of stuff, Arsenal fans spin it as like some real positive, and I'm one of them. But today he didn't do anything. Gabriel Jesus was battling with Konate more than Gyökeres was. You're a big lump up top. This is England. You've played in the Championship before. Do you know what I'm saying? So you should know the one part of English football that you shouldn't have to adjust to is the physical side of it. Because you played in the Championship, which is probably more physical than the Premier League. Timu Puki and Charlie Austin and these kind of man. You got to get physical with the centre back. You're allowing Konate and Virgil to win every single header. Jesus is coming on, who's just coming back from a year's injury, and he's winning headers against Konate. And he's battling. And if he's not winning the header, he's battling for flick-ons and different things. Like he's affecting the game in some way. Do you know what I mean? The midfield today was poor, really, really poor. Do you know what I mean? And they weren't poor because they lost us the game. But when you are trying to be champions, or when you think that you're champion quality, I'm looking at the midfield to go and win us a game. Go and win us the game. What did Erdegaard do? That's not fair. In the first half an hour, when Liverpool were camped in the box, Erdegaard was quite good. He's putting balls into the box, he's dictating the play, etc., etc., etc. But we all said if you don't score here, Liverpool were going to start to grow in confidence. There was one time Liverpool countered and they got the shot off and they hit the crossbar, and from there everything changed and they got that confidence, and we allowed them to get that confidence by not getting the goal when we were on top. And not only did we not get the goal, we didn't not get the goal, but we were really knocking on the door. We were not getting the goal, but it was all kind of sideways and across and in and around. It was all quite friendly. And until Martinelli pushed Connor Bradley over, which he shouldn't have done when he was down injured, the game was very friendly. Do you know what I mean? Both teams looked like they were happy. From about 75, 77 minutes, both teams looked happy with a point. Both teams said, yeah, you know what, let's shake hands. I think if both managers look like, or both teams look like, if they could have shook hands and gone with a point, they would have taken that opportunity. Do you know what I mean? We cannot look at games like this and say, well, you know what, this is Liverpool, and we'll play Brighton next week and we'll beat them. We can't have that. We can't have that. This game played out exactly the same as Liverpool when we played at Anfield. Do you know what I mean? They were there to be beaten, and we didn't do it. And we didn't do it. It's not that we've, when you're trying to be, all the top four have drawn this game week. Do you mean? So no one's made an advantage on anybody else. We had the opportunity to get the advantage and we've not taken it. That's really, really, really disappointing, because I tell you what, if we give Man City the opportunity to take an advantage, they're taking that. That will really galvanize that Man City team if we play first and we draw. Watch what they go out and do. They will not lose, or they will not draw at home when we have just drawn before them in a game that we probably shouldn't have drawn. Do you know what I mean? That was disappointing. Once the midfield is set up, it seems to me, only with Zubamendi playing this deep lying Jorginho type of role, which I just don't like. I'm on record as not liking it. It only works when you're dominating the game. Zubamendi to me is just a fancier Jorginho. Do you know what I'm saying? He does this little flick passes, which fucking piss me off. Pass the ball properly. Pass the ball properly. The ball's always rolling and getting intercepted because he's not passing the fucking ball properly. It does my head in. It does my head in. When we're dominating the game and when the opposition is on the back foot, it's brilliant. Zubamendi's popping balls in the box and dictating the play, and we go back to him to reset, and he's a bit lighter on his feet than the centre backs. It makes sense. He sits in the quarterback, and when we put the ball in the box, Rice can mop up second balls and like that. It's lovely. But when we're on the back foot, you have to get this motherfucker off. Get this guy off the pitch. We would have been better off, I think, if we're on the back foot of a game like we were for the last parts of the last 10 minutes. I think you get him off. And you have Rice. We should have had Marino. I'd bring Marino on, or I'd even have Rice, Eze, and Erdegaard, and just get Zubamendi off. When we're under pressure and we're defending, get him off the pitch. Get him off the pitch. He's useless. Absolutely useless. Honestly. Madueke and Eze did nothing when they came on. They really struggled to get into the game. Eze rolled McAllister one time and McAllister got a yellow card. They really struggled to get into the game. But I'm looking at the back four, the back five, playing the ball into their feet. Madueke is a guy Madueke is one player. He's the most direct 1v1 defender, winger in our team. Do you know what I mean? Martinelli wants to run around the back of a defender and get the ball played through. Madueke will stand up and look at a defender in his eyes and run at him directly. Do you know what I mean? But we've got to get the ball to his feet. That's got to come from Timber. That's got to come from Zubamendi. We've got to get the ball to his feet. He's up against Kirkes. We all know Madueke is better than Saka at 1v1, dropping the shoulder and beating the man with 1v1 dribbling. And Saka had Kirkes on fucking toast. So if Saka's got Kirkes on toast, Madueke can definitely blitz him. Definitely. Because Madueke is quicker and more direct than Saka. Didn't see it. Didn't happen once. It didn't happen. We've got Gyökeres, who's supposed to be a target man in the box, but we don't feed him anything. He was shit today, but we didn't feed him anything. That's not true. There's a couple. There's one or two in the first half that come across the 18-yard box. He didn't get on the end of them. Once he goes off and Jesus is on, and you've got Jesus being marked by Kanate and Van Dijk, where he's second best, he's second favourite to get the ball. We're putting balls into the box endlessly. What's going on here? We should have had Marino on. We should have had Marino on. Honestly, I do respect that Arteta swapped out some of the players and brought on a whole new front four. But I honestly feel like we would have had a better chance at going back to the default Arsenal, which is boring and nobody likes it. But you put Marino up top, you put balls into the box. That's what it's got to be. Put Marino up top, put balls into the box to him, and then put players around him that can score if the ball falls to them. Get Zubamendi off, get Eze on, get Gyökeres off, and get Marino on. Do you know what I mean? When we're 1-0 up, that's when I'd have Jesus. Jesus can hold the ball up. He can bring other people into play. He can do all that kind of stuff. When the ball's on the deck, when the midfield is playing well, Jesus can play well. We cannot go from David Raya long to Jesus up top. We cannot have Jesus, Gabriel Jesus, 5'8", 5'9", however tall he is, battling big, strong centre-backs for the ball in the air. Doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. That is a massive missed opportunity. Right now, Liverpool will be celebrating that point in the dressing room, and we are not celebrating that point in our dressing room. It's 6 points. It's still a bit of a gap. It should be 8 points. Do you know what I mean? We should be taking this league out of Man City's hands entirely, and we haven't done that. This is their bad period of form, and we're not capitalizing on it as much as we should do. It's not the end of the world. We're still ahead, but it needs to be better. It needs to be not even. It just needs to be better. It needs to be a lot better than what I've just seen. Do you know what I mean? You have 3 on target in the second half. All of them were at stoppage time. There you go. That says it all. That says it all. Do you know what I mean? The players need something to happen to fire them up, whether it's a fight that fires them up, a corner that fires them up, a tackle that fires them up. They need to be self-motivated. They should be fired up from the beginning. They should be fired up from the beginning. Do you know what I mean? Because this team does not do well with pressure. The point of today's game is to start building a gap so the pressure isn't on you. If this team goes into a game which is like the league's done and we've got 90 minutes to score a goal to win the league, I don't know that we can do it. We are better at this stage now than we will be in the last 5 games. I think we'll really, really struggle with these types of performances if it gets to 5 games and we're in a straight shootout with Man City. That's where we'll struggle. We need to make as much of a gap as possible. And playing like this, we just can't do it. We just can't do it. A semi-successful hate watch for the haters out there. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. We're going to be live on Saturday for all the boxing. We're live on Sunday. Marino, Eze, and Madueke put pressure on defenders. This game might have been suited to them from early. I hear you. I will say in the first 20 minutes, we did put a lot of pressure on Liverpool, and there was a chance, there is a world in which we take the game away from Liverpool in the first 30 minutes. Do you mean it wasn't like it was that period after they broke away and hit the crossbar that the momentum shifted, and we took too long to respond to that momentum. For me, Marino, Eze and Madueke maybe should have come on earlier, but Marino, I thought the Gabriel Martinelli sub made sense for Trossard as they start to step out, but Marino needed to be the 9 today. I love Jesus. Everyone knows that it needed to be Marino today because it was going to be crosses into the box. It was going to be long and it was a little bit ugly. Or Zubamendi needs to come off. If we play against big, strong, high press midfields, Zubamendi can't play. He can't play through that. He can't play under that type of pressure. Couldn't do it against Chelsea. You can't do it against Liverpool. When you've got people like Caicedo or McAllister or Gravenberch, these types of people pressing Zubamendi, he can't play under that type of pressure. Do you know what I mean? It's got to be, you have to have Marino in there, have Rice in there, or you're going to have your ball players in there like Eze or Erdegaard or someone that can drop the shoulder. He's too immobile. He's very, very static. He's very, very slow. But there you go. We're here twice on Saturday, doubleheader for the boxing. We're here back on Sunday again. Hopefully Arsenal bring on some youngsters. I don't know. If Marino's not, if Waneri's not going on loan, I need him playing. Not even Madueke. Bro, Madueke would have ripped Kirkes. He would have ripped either of them, but he definitely would have ripped Kirkes. Do you know what I mean? Kirkes was already ripped half open paws anyway. Do you know what I mean? When we play on Sunday, we're playing Portsmouth, and if Waneri's not going on loan, I need to see Waneri playing. Lewis Skelly was awful today. I need to see him redeem himself in that performance. And yeah, I need to see some rotation. Eze, Marino, Madueke. These players that are not starting need to get minutes against Portsmouth, and I want to be seeing threes, fours, and fives. I really want to be seeing threes, fours, and fives. Do you know what I mean? But there you go. Man, them like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'm out. The road continues. 16 games away from a Premier League title potentially. We've got to be better. We've got to be better.